I might not stream that joint, man.
Yeah.
You gotta get that new shit that they got, the 4K 60.
Yeah,
I think
they
got
got
ACR
right?
pass through. Yeah,
Yeah, it has a pass through.
what?
That shit's expensive though.
There's
How much is it?
capture card shit. that has,
Oh,
like,
the
4K
Elgato
60.
one.
No, it's not
Yo,
Elgato.
but
Not Elgato.
I got a question, yo, Jeremy, word around town saying that you're willing to suck off some developers to get an early copy. Is that true? Is that true?
Oh yeah, he did say that. He did say that.
Is that true, Jeremy?
That's not word around town. That's fact.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, on knee pads right now. This man-
For that game, Spider-Man, I'm willing to do anything.
He going all the way.
Didn't developers follow you or some shit like that?
Yo, Jack,
Yeah.
you have to link up with that.
Insomniac
You have to link up with that
Games.
other guy, that other creep,
Review
bro.
copies, like,
From PlayStation, that other creep. Yeah, he should link up with him, huh?
Oh, Robert Cogburn. Oh yeah.
He's gonna try to fill up a tank. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, he definitely gonna top you off.
Yo, shit is crazy, bro.
He got everything you asking for, bro. This shit, wow.
you got everything you may need.
Facts.
All right, yeah, I just dropped the link. All right, yeah, we live, by the way, man.
Oh, okay.
Press
Yeah.
Start Podcast, episode 66. We got a great show for you guys today. How's everybody doing? Shout out to everybody tuning in live. Make sure you check out everybody out in the description below. Subscribe to Jay Main's channel, Erica's channel, Jack's channel, Alex's channel, and all of our guests here. I'm gonna put their channel later on in the description so you guys can check them out. So we're gonna go ahead right away and jump into the introductions because we got a pretty big show for you guys today. We're recapping E3 and just having fun. So we're gonna start off with the guests today. We're gonna start off with Gamer. Say what up, Gamer.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a good day. Let's talk about these games.
And we got Gabby.
Hey, what's up, guys? You can find me mainly on Twitch. I like to stream, and yeah, I'm just here to have a good time and talk some video games.
And we got Dr. Trey. What's up, Doc?
What's going on? What's going on to the haters in the chat? I see you.
Oh man.
You ain't gonna do that intro with your song, like
Do the song, Trey.
Did you do your intro?
Hey, talking to town.
Okay,
Yo,
here,
Jack, how does it go again? How does it
You
go,
do
Jack?
my
What
intro
it do,
after your
bro?
intro.
Come on.
How does it go, Jack?
Come on.
Bust it, Jack.
Come on,
Everybody,
Trey.
everybody
Do it,
get
do
the
it.
intros out.
Who doing it?
Yeah, Jack, yo, bust it out for me.
you do it.
What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo. Doc Trey still holding it down. Nintendo. What it go? What? Some other shit.
Make the best game.
No, you messed it
I'm
up.
fucking up, man. Come on, Trey. You gotta do it, Trey. You gotta do it, Trey.
I have to kick you off the stage like Kendrick, man.
Hey, man. You said something like that.
Yeah, what it do, bro? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey still
Holding
holding
it down.
We'll make the best games, and you know this, bro. You don't like it? You can have that.
Canacito.
Oh, okay.
Bars.
Shout out to Trey, man. Shout out to
You made this
Actually,
shit me up. I'm just some words in my
You
own.
wanna use the gun?
Trey. You might have to. You might have to, Alex.
Yo,
You might
go
have
ahead
to.
and put that on iTunes, Dr. Trey, man. Go ahead and put that on iTunes. All right, yo,
If
kids,
you do that, if you do that, I'm blocking you.
yo, kids, say what up to the people, bro.
What's up, everybody? It's the best bot. Here, happy to be here. Another episode of Press Start. Shit's getting real. I should be the shining one here, right? No, Xbox.
Are you eating a
One,
pickle?
No, I'm eating like steak fries and shit.
Oh, okay.
Why you always eating during the podcast,
Bro, I was just about
Every time, man.
Exactly. Everything.
You're so
Take place
inappropriate.
every time that like my stomach starts to growl, but I'll keep it to a minimum.
So hold on, Kissimo. I'm sorry to cut you off, but since Trey did his song, we need you to do your song.
Yo, that
Okay.
I'm blocking you was fire, bro. That shit was fire.
Facts.
It has to be Halo, Gears, and Forza.
Oh yeah.
Now, but you gotta add 3 gears to that. Now,
Yeah,
you gotta add 3
is
gears to that.
is it like it's gonna be Halo Gears and Forza?
Oh, the remix.
And
Yeah,
I might
that's
work
how you
on
have to
that.
pull up, man.
Remix.
I need Kofi to chop and screw it.
Trust
There you
me.
go.
I'm gonna send you some beats. Don't worry, man. And we
That's
got the
why we had a
panel.
decent
J Main, say what up.
conference,
Oh man, what's good, y'all? Definitely happy to be here. Excited to talk E3. Shout out to the guests pulling through. Yeah, let's get to it.
Jack.
What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody had a good E3, a good week, and yeah, let's get it.
And Alex.
Thanks everybody for coming out today. It is the villain of video games in Press Start Podcast. Alex, here,
This man, Alex.
the one
He
you
calls
love
himself now,
to
the
hate
villain?
because I'm the best. And can I get a W in my column because there is no Bloodborne 2?
Hey, fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Yo, you know what? You know what I gotta say on
Bro,
live stream real
I'm still
quick?
hurt over that
You
shit.
know what I gotta say on that? Fuck One Night, bro. Fuck One Night, bro. Facts.
Him too,
I got
man.
yo, One Night, man. I got beef with One Night, man. That's my brother, man. But he snaked us so freaking hard, man. So basically, we were watching the PlayStation conference, right? And we thought it was over after the Spider-Man demo, right? So we turned down the volume, so we didn't hear what the people were saying because we were talking about what we just saw. Then One Night in the chat says, yo guys, they're showing Bloodborne 2. And we're like, wait, hold up a minute. So we go and raise the volume. All of a sudden, they're cutting into a trailer. We see Sony Japan. We're like, no. We see From Software. We're like, bruh. You know what I mean? Then all of a sudden, we seen like dolls and shit in the house. I'm like, yo, what is this? Is this like some sort of prequel?
The clock.
Yeah, we seen the clock. I'm like, yo, is this some sort of prequel to like Bloodborne or something? Like, yo, we were like spazzing the fuck out. Then all of a sudden, it turns out to be some trash ass VR game.
Or something like that.
It turns out to be some trash ass VR game.
Fucking
Shit is
VR
crazy,
game,
bro.
yo. That shit pissed me off.
What's that VR game called again?
Dakare.
I mean, they said it was They said it was a VR game before they showed.
Yeah,
it.
but
we didn't hear it. Though. We didn't hear
Load the
it.
volume though, because we
Yeah,
thought
we didn't
the
have
shit
the
was
volume.
done.
Yeah, we didn't hear it.
So basically,
Like as soon as I heard them say, "Oh, and now some VR experience," I turned the stream.
yeah,
off.
so we didn't hear that. The problem is
Yeah, we didn't hear
Yeah, we didn't hear it.
Yeah. So that shit really hurt my soul, and we didn't get no Bloodborne 2 announcement. So fuck One Night, bro. That's all I got.
If we get a Bloodborne 2 announcement, that's going to be at the Sony experience.
PSX, hopefully.
Ooh, that'd be lit. That'd be lit
Hopefully
though.
we get it. All right, so let's.
You won't.
Let's get into E3. Yo, Jack, where should we start it off? Where should we take it off? Let's do this wrap.
You want to start from the beginning, bro? Like,
So you want to start off with the conferences or what? How should we do this?
yeah, yeah.
All right, so the very first conference that we saw was what? EA's conference on Saturday.
EA Play.
EA
Plays. All right, so overall, just what do you guys think about that conference? Jeremy, what did you think of EA's conference?
EA's?
Yeah.
Trash.
Did any game interest you from that conference?
Hold up, let me see.
Did you
What
write
did
it
EA
down?
show again?
They
They did have what's it called? They had Anthem. I mean, I'm still like very like kind of skeptical of that because it kind of seems like they're kind of setting it up to be just like Destiny in like a way.
Mhm.
But I mean, I'm not going to be blind to like the gameplay. Like I thought the gameplay was decent.
Yeah.
But outside of that, trash.
Gabby, what did you think of EA's conference?
I don't even think I tuned into EA because I wasn't even that interested in it.
Oh, so you
I just
you ain't
skipped
missing
EA.
nothing.
I skipped Square Enix too. I think those are the two that I skipped.
Oh, okay. All right, Smooth. What did you think of EA's conference?
I went there for two things, and that's all I needed to see. That was Anthem and NBA Live. So those are games I'm buying from EA like in the next like 6 to 9 months. So
Yeah. Do you find it crazy how you're on this NBA Live wave ahead of everybody? I'm actually really surprised. You're on this wave, and now Jack was the number one live hater around here.
Oof.
The number one, but he has converted into a live lover. Like,
yo,
it's
Jack,
crazy,
move, man. I told you it takes some time, man.
Jack was forced to.
Jack,
to
Jack, how you become a 2K stan to a live star now? So what's up?
Beat up in 2K and
Don't let
His ass whooped.
Don't let this slander.
He was forced.
Don't let this slander continue.
that's like getting your butt kicked in Mortal Kombat. I done seen the Street Fighter light, like nigga.
The slander, man. Hey, I saw a little bit of more 2K. Live 19 gameplay. It's looking alright. It's looking
Looking
alright.
not bad, eh?
all-
Yo, Smooth was ahead of the curve with this one, man. That's crazy.
Nah, Jack definitely ducking line. I don't think Jack beat anybody in here in 2K.
Damn.
Yo,
You
so
know
he
what?
got
You
ran
got
off.
it.
Yo, so what happened?
You got it.
He got ran off 2K then.
Yeah,
He was getting bodied,
No.
so you had to jump with
Hey.
Smooth on live then.
Live is trash.
wow.
Hey, what happened to Smooth on live though? I'm just asking.
We don't speak that.
Oh yeah, I beat Smooth with 2K. There I go. Yeah, I play Smooth with 2K.
So that's not saying nothing.
It was a close game.
It was a close game. All right, man.
I think game 1 was close, and then game 2 kind of got out of hand. It was like Warriors game 1 and game 2. It's like, oh,
it got out of hand pretty quick. Yeah.
All right. So Alex, we watched EA's conference all together. Actually, no, you weren't there. You missed this one, right?
EA was on Saturday.
Saturday.
I was there. No, I watched it on.
He wasn't there.
No,
Saturday. You weren't there.
Oh.
No, he wasn't.
CGI version of him was there.
No, my CGI. It was good. My CGI version. But you know what I did was I went into to Maya and I modeled myself in CGI with the PS4. No, I'm kidding. No, I wasn't there Saturday, but I did watch it. That was a 3 out of 10 conference. Like legit 3 out of 10.
Any games interest you from it though?
You know, Anthem. But it's every time I see it, I just think to myself like, they're gonna shut BioWare down.
Damn.
Like every time I see that game, I'm like, they're going to close BioWare, and I have a feeling that after Anthem, BioWare will be shut down.
You saying like if it doesn't do well?
It sounds like a jack bet.
This is a bet. I think that
There you go.
after Anthem, they will shut down BioWare. If it doesn't do well, I'm seeing BioWare getting shuttered. Yeah.
Okay.
That would be
And
wild.
then when I saw Command and Conquer, I wanted to swallow my gun. So you guys know that I love Command and Conquer. I love old games, especially RTS games, and just seeing it reduced to a mobile game.
Yo, one night stupid dog.
What one night say, bro? Man.
Yeah, one night you stupid dog. Imagine
What one night
Dr.
say,
Dre's
bro?
head smoother than a
What did you say?
He said Dr. Trey head smoother than the surface of a neutron star. That shit crazy.
See, this is the only community in the world where that would be a bad thing.
Crazy.
Y'all niggas like want to be crusty?
No Dr. Trey slander.
No, that shit is high maintenance, Dr. Trey. That shit ain't easy to maintain.
Yo, I'm in tears right now, yo. One night stupid.
Niggas crazy.
That is oh man, this
I guess
swear to
real
God.
real gamers are crusty and stinky.
Oh man. Shit crazy.
But I just think EA is just on the wrong path. They've been on the wrong path. Like I want the EA from when they announced Mirror's Edge and Dead Space. That's the EA that I want back.
That shit long gone, man.
That
Yeah, it really is.
Long gone.
It's
Yeah, but that
long
wasn't.
gone.
I mean, that wasn't EA. That was other companies that they just put.
That was
their name-
Visceral. Yeah, but that was EA doing the publishing,
Visceral
right? That was
Games,
EA
that was
going like,
Dice,
"We'll give you
like-
guys a shot," and then they
And then
ruined
fuck
it.
you.
They
Trey's
fucked you
head
over.
got that matte finish. These niggas. Bro.
Matt finish. Hey, I fuck with Matt finish, man.
Matt Finish is the way to go. Matt Finish is the way to
I know
go.
when PS4 had that glossy top, I replaced the PS4 glossy faceplate for a matte.
My Pro is the matte, and I couldn't like even my PS3 is matte, and I couldn't do a glossy top. I hate it. I hate gloss.
That
All right, yo,
PS3 slim.
stop with the jokes. All right, I
Yeah.
can't do this podcast today, bro. Stop. All right?
Like,
I'm gonna mess
I'll
up.
do
Stop.
it.
I messed up Dr. Trey's head.
Yo, last one. He said Dr. Trey's face smoother than the baby's cheeks from the Death Stranding.
I'm gonna make this man turn off his webcam.
Oh my god, I'm done.
Yeah, why y'all gotta be easy,
Done.
bro.
Yeah, all right, yo, chill. No more jokes. No more jokes. No more jokes. Yeah, this shit-
But y'all wildin', man. Y'all
Yo,
wildin'.
chill in the chat, dog. Chill, bro. I can't take it. I can't take it. All right. All right, yo. What were we talking about, EA?
Yeah.
All right, so yo, Trey, you watched that shit. So, what did you think of it?
Well, I was at work when it was live, and I came home and watched it to see if it was as bad as everybody says, and it was.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
had
it looked good, but everything else, I mean, it was.
I think they had no Switch support except for FIFA, right?
Yeah, just FIFA.
FIFA
Yeah.
19 was only.
Yeah.
Not even live going to the Switch. I'm
Yeah, that's
shocked.
crazy.
Yeah.
They said something about thinking about porting it to Switch, but I guess it's not coming this year. I mean, would y'all even have bought it like live?
No, hell no.
Nah, I'm just seeing
No.
for the third party.
y'all buy
Not if it's 30, no.
Hell no, not at 30 frames. I'm not buying that shit.
Yeah, that's
No.
the reason why I didn't buy.
Oh,
2K
it's
on
30
Switch.
frames?
That's why
Live, I mean 2K, yeah, it's 30
2K
frames.
was
on
30
that.
frames.
Oh no, I
Yeah,
thought you
that's
were
why I
talking
didn't buy
about
that shit.
Oh no, no,
no.
no.
Live was 30 frames on everything. I was about to say.
No.
No.
The Switch version of 2K. Yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah. So overall, my thoughts on the conference. I think they showed 3 good-looking games. Unravel 2. which is really disappointing because has no.
Oh
online
yeah,
co-op.
Rebel.
They showed.
It should have co-op. Yeah,
They
SOS.
showed.
Did you buy it?
Sea of Solitude. No, I didn't buy it yet. I'm still working on the first one. I'm actually almost
Unravel.
done.
That will come to Switch.
Yeah, Sea of Solitude. That looked pretty good. And Anthem.
Oh yeah, that too.
Those are the only 3 games that looked okay to me on the conference.
Yo,
Anthem,
Jeremy, did you watch the
probably-
conference? Oh yeah. Oh, Anthem too.
I ain't write down nothing, so I like forgot some of the stuff.
This man,
Yeah, so-
Jeremy Fraud. Nah.
Yeah, those are the only games I actually found a little bit interesting. Anthem obviously being the most interesting. I'm actually looking forward to that game. I want to see what it's about. I'm still a little bit iffy as details come out about the game, but overall, I actually thought the game showed fantastic. I thought the gameplay looked fun and shit like that. All right, so Jack, after EA's conference, what was next? Did they do? That was Microsoft next.
Microsoft, yeah.
All right, so let's get into this shit. I'm gonna start off with Kid Smooth. Kid Smooth, what do you think of Microsoft's E3 show this year?
Damn it.
Smooth got some food stuff in his mouth.
I thought y'all were going to start with the
We're talking
fillers,
about
man.
Xbox, man.
This shit
I
crazy.
know y'all was going in order. I thought y'all was talking about fillers first.
All right, yeah. So we'll start off with J-Main. J-Main, what do you think of Microsoft's show this year?
A very well-paced conference. Definitely had some of the best gameplay showings or just reveals in general. Like 2 of my favorite games from E3 were Devil May Cry 5 and Shadows Die Twice. Like them shits. I was too excited to see those.
Jump
Of course. Of course, we got the studio announcements, so we're definitely gonna talk about
big.
that more.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that was a big showing. And I was disappointed in the Halo showing because I figured at this point we would be able to see a little bit more of the next installment of Halo. I kind of feel like they're gonna go bigger with this game, and it might be like more open world and stuff like that. So I can kind of understand.
Your boys from Naughty Dog, so
I know I seen that they're doing a lot of hiring over there. So I'm still excited to see what they're gonna do with that. But I wanted to see more from the next Halo. And Gears 5. I'm actually happy to see Kate is the main for this because she's a better character than JD.
I think I
fuckboys screaming feminism. She's a better character.
I think I see Solid Rev in the chat, man. I think I see Rev in the chat, so I don't know if he's still there, but bro, I was watching his shit. I was crying, bro.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
This man is jeez, yo. Like the whole time I was watching E3, like I felt like everything they were trolling Rev the whole time. Like that's a funny thing, bro. Every
They
part
were
they were
like,
like,
yo, how do we make
female
this
gladiator thing that I'm like, yo, they must be trolling Rev. Like they must be like they must know this inside joke. Like they really do.
She was from Gears 4 though, right?
Yeah, she was from Gears 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So overall, J-Main, final thoughts? You said it was
it was a great show. Definitely yeah, from top to bottom overall. It was
I got a
great
question. Do you think this is Microsoft's best conference this generation?
Yeah, absolutely.
Easily. Okay.
Absolutely
so Gamer,
best.
what do you think? A Microsoft show.
I feel like a lot of the people are kind of because when I was talking about it, people like my viewers were just saying, "How did they have the best conference? They showed nothing but they showed nothing but multi-platform games." And like again, it's one of those things to where they announced the new studios working for them. Is one of those things where you're not going to see like the results now. Like we might not see these games until next gen, who knows? But I think this is them like setting themselves up for the future, and like and what's been like the biggest complaint that we've had, like we need new IPs from Xbox. So here they are actually listening and saying, okay, let's get this, that. I thought Ninja Theory was kind of probably the best one that they got. So I mean, yeah, we probably won't see these games next E3. We probably won't see the E3 after that. Who knows? But I think it's good that they finally got something underneath their belt, and at the same time, they had that Halo, Gears, and Forza. So
I thought Halo. I mean, Halo was like.
Oh yeah,
sporadic.
they just showed like a.
But Jeremy honestly brings up a great point, which I've brought up myself many a times. Like we always come on like podcast streams and talk about how Microsoft need studios, this, that. You know, they need more first-party support. They need single-player games. So the fact that they came out on stage and did these 5 announcements, well, 3 of them I believe are actually really good. The 2 of them, Undead Labs and what's it, Compulsion?
Compulsion.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that I'm like, I couldn't really care for because of their pedigree, right? They don't really have like a sick ass track record of games, right? But we're talking about Ninja Theory. They have made some great games. Playground, you already know they're super talented. Look what they're doing with the Forza series, and they have 2 studios, right? So they're working on a Fable. That's rumored. And what else did they get? The Initiative. They're building the ground up.
That's the Santa Monica studio, right?
Yeah, the Santa
that was
Monica
like that
studio.
quadruple A shit.
Yeah, so you know they're gonna
came
be
out.
working on something really
Wait,
big over there. You know? So this is
what is that?
yeah. So
That was just like the rumors
Yeah,
that it
so
was like a
this is actually a good thing.
They're gonna be trying to recruit more Naughty Dog people because they're gonna be right next to them.
Yeah.
Yup.
This is a very good thing, you know what I mean? Like, we can't knock Microsoft for not having enough studios, this, that, and when they actually come out and do a big announcement like this, then, you know, talk about it. The games are not coming. The games are not coming anytime soon, but this is what we always wanted for them to do.
Yeah. I felt like people were kind of downplaying that because they didn't show nothing. But it's like, you're not going to see these games now. Like that's huge for Xbox. So.
Yeah, it really is. I feel like that was their biggest.
It's a massive win.
Yeah, I think that was their biggest announcement of the whole conference.
Of their show.
The five studios were bigger than anything for me, to be honest.
It's such a big thing to show. Like, hey, look, you know, we like to show where your weaknesses are as a brand, and then to go ahead and do what you got to do to correct that weakness.
Yeah.
Because like we've talked about before, I like watching Phil basically save what I would consider to be a giant trash fire, and then turn the whole thing around, bring out something that is comparable to what people really want, and then go turn around and say, now we're gonna get 5 new studios on top of that. Would I like to see that sooner? Absolutely. That would have been great to have in the beginning. But they're righting all the wrongs that they needed to right, and they're doing a good job about it. And I think next gen you're gonna see a much better competitor against other consoles and brands that are going to be out there. That's a good thing for everybody.
Hell yeah.
But we also can't assume that just because they're buying these studios that they're going to make the kind of games with them that we want them to make. You saw what they did with Rare.
Yeah, so we got to wait and see. Because
we thought they was buying Rare to make all these perfect dark games and content.
Yeah, they made them make
really
Kinect
bought
games
Rare
and shit like that.
To make a freaking Wii Sports.
Yeah, Kinect games.
I know talk is cheap, but they did say they were supposed to be giving them like creative freedom.
Yeah, they said that for.
I was happy.
One of the studios. No, that was just one.
No, that was all of them.
Theory. No, that was just
Ninja
Theory.
Theory was the only one that said that. Like,
yeah.
I mean, but
only Ninja.
But that's what I hope. Like, there's so many stories out there that how Microsoft always is micromanaging these studios, and I feel like that's also a problem. You know what I mean? Like, Lionhead, they wanted to make a traditional Fable. There's so much stories about this. They wanted to make a traditional gritty Fable. Microsoft's like, nah, fam. You gonna make that 4-player co-op P versus E or whatever type of game. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that they don't really do that.
They cancel so many pitches. Like, it's ridiculous.
And give them creative freedom to make the game.
I think also too that they
Heavy Rain as well.
They tried to reboot Perfect Dark 3 times and they canceled each one.
Well, I think also too that they were in a much different space than they are right now.
Yeah, I think things are changing. I think things are slowly changing and changing for the better. So
yeah, and I can't believe I'm defending Xbox. Like, what the shit? Like, me of all people. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
But you know, it's true. Like, I think if those 5 studios do really good work and they put stuff out, then everybody wins, because then Sony's gonna get shook and they're gonna make even better games than they're making right now. And everybody's gonna have good games to play, so there's nothing wrong with that.
Yep. Jack, what do you think of Microsoft's conference, bro?
I thought it was a really good conference. Even some people dare to say great. Like y'all said, they acquired studios. That's what they had to do. But like Trey said, hopefully, other than Ninja Theory, which is probably the best studio they acquired, hopefully they get to make different games. You know, if they acquired Undead Labs just to make State of Decay 3, like what that look like.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So like, you know,
it's a bigger, like they actually make it bigger and
better,
you know
bigger
what I mean?
budget.
Or they have the money behind that studio.
Now they have money or whatever. But just hopefully,
Undead Labs was created. You know, Undead Labs was created not because they wanted to create a game studio. They were just a group that wanted to create the state of the game. But
it would still be nice to see them to make different types of games too, though. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, if they want to, I guess
if they're capable,
yeah.
I say that. Yeah. They showed a lot of good stuff, a lot of third party stuff. I'm
all the best multi-platform games came from their conference.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Resident Evil.
The only one that Resident Evil.
Okay,
Resident Evil. That's just fact.
Okay.
Resident Evil 2,
yes. Outside of
Resident Evil, yeah, they had the better multiplayer. That's just facts. That is.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Resident Evil 2 blew everybody away. That shit was amazing.
It was like the whole middle of their conference.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much it was a good conference. They did what they had to do. We just got Nazareth. We gotta wait. We gotta wait to see what these studios gonna actually produce.
Yeah. So,
what y'all thought of the Skate 4 troll?
You got Sessions.
Apparently, developers who worked on Skate is actually working on that game as well. So you never know. It might be a little bit of a spiritual successor of Skate 4. So
might be right. That was a Kickstarter. That's a Kickstarter project too.
Yeah. So hopefully it's good and we'll fill people's needs. Gabby, what did you think of Microsoft's conference? Did you watch?
Yes, I did actually. It was my favorite. They started off with Halo Infinite, and I haven't honestly played a Halo game religiously since ODST. I didn't really like it.
See,
I didn't.
This is why Gabby's the best.
I played like every console, right? So Xbox is the only one I barely dabble in anymore. So I saw Infinite, and I was like, I don't think I'll get that, but I don't have an Xbox anyway.
Yeah.
So then there was Ori, Will of the Wisps.
Fire.
I'll probably get that. If it comes to PC, I'll get it. But
it will.
It will.
Yeah, it's
coming.
Everything the first one is on Steam.
Everything they showed is coming to Windows 10 PC as well. So that's.
Can't say the same about Xbox though.
Gears Tactics.
I gotta ask Gears Tactics. After Gabby's done, I gotta ask Kid Smooth about that. Go ahead.
So Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. I'm definitely fucking getting that. That looks amazing.
It's a Tenchu.
Kingdom Hearts 3. I was surprised Microsoft showed it. I was like, why isn't Sony showing this? But Microsoft got the one up on it. And honestly, for the first time in my life, I thought Forza looked like a good game.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Wow. Damn.
I was like, man, it looks so fluid and fun. And the only problem I think I have with it is if it's like the last one where you have to like buy to have certain cars unlocked in the game.
Yeah, the weird like deals, like microtransactions that they were doing.
That Devil May Cry 5. Come on, guys.
Yeah, that's
hype.
You're hype.
DMC 5.
You're hype. Yeah.
Cuphead's DLC too.
Huge.
And then everything else I just kind of didn't care about. But honestly, Gears of War, the spin-off game with the female protagonist, honestly looked really good.
Gears
so
of
I'm
5,
interested in that.
Definitely. That's definitely
that's gonna be
that's the main line game.
That's gonna be a main line.
And that's coming from someone who's never played a Gears game before, so
Hashtag not my Gears of War.
Oh man.
Cyberpunk 2077, so
Cyberpunk.
I got an idea.
Alright, Kids Moving into his neck, so he got something to say.
Wait.
His body. He's
done with your pastrami?
Tourette's or some shit. So Kids Move, let it out. What do you think of Microsoft's show, bro?
Their show was terrific, and it was so good that it was troll proof. It was downplay proof. You couldn't downplay it. It was clearly the best conference shown all weekend, and there's no competition. There's no close second.
There's no close second.
Come on, Smooth. Let's dial it back a bit. Let's dial it back a bit.
Yes, because here's the thing. When it comes to breaking news, almost all the breaking news and big reveals and the surprises came out of that conference. Regardless if it was multi-plat or not.
What was the breaking news outside of the studios?
No, like all the game reveals that weren't announced before that. Those were headline reveals.
Like Sekiro, stuff like that. Like
yeah, Sekiro, like, come on, Shadows Die Twice. I thought that was like, everybody was hoping it was a Bloodborne 2, and I thought that was a PlayStation PC thing again. Like, I didn't think that was going to have anything to do with the Xbox, and then to see it revealed there, I'm like, holy shit. Like, that's... Like, how does that, like, that's breaking news. Like, the freaking Tales of Vesper, I didn't know that was coming. Freaking, what is it? What else did they show that was for the first time? We know about DMC 5.
The Tales game was already rumored before.
Dying Light 2.
Dying Light 2 was a new one.
That was the new one.
The
Yep.
Jump Force game. I mean, what the hell does that have to? What is that doing on the Xbox stage? But there it is. You know, they had that. It was very diverse. They had a lot of the thing about this press conference that made me feel like special as an Xbox consumer is the fact that for it being the tanking console, for it being in last place, all these publishers obviously still believe in the platform to have their games revealed on this stage. Like, they could have easily gone and be like, all right, no, we want PlayStation. They're the market leader. And we want everybody.
They believed in the money Microsoft gave.
Exactly. Microsoft tossed them some dollars for that.
Yeah, I think they throw money to show off the games like that. Definitely.
That's obvious though. Like all of them third-party games on that stage, that was obvious.
You think they paid to put Kingdom Hearts on the stage?
Yeah, they definitely paid. They definitely paid for it.
Kingdom Hearts appeared on every show, so everybody who showed Kingdom Hearts paid to show it.
Except Square Enix, yeah.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Somebody
all of the awards right now at E3. So
that's actually one. That's actually one game I don't think they probably paid for. I think actually Sony paid because they're the only one that had a different trailer than everybody else.
No, I think Sony paid to have something different because if Xbox was showing it first, it makes sense that Sony would need something different.
Yeah, they probably gave everybody a little different. Well, every trailer had like slight differences.
But they all dropping ducats for them.
The fact that they opened the show with Halo, which I didn't expect any sort of Halo news to be there. The fact that it was there and they kind of showed off the new engine that they're going to put the game on and the direction it seems they want to take it. I'm
so how do you feel about it being a tech demo, though? How do you feel about it being a tech demo? That engine for Halo.
They do that with Halo. Halo's first reveal is always a damn tech demo.
Well, this one is a bit different because all the other Halos ran on like the same engine. Yeah, this one's a new
showcasing their new engine, basically.
Yeah, a new engine in-house. And to me, it dropped a little bit of tidbits. I think this new Halo game is going to be open world in some case.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I agree with that.
If anybody, Halo hasn't been to Earth in forever, and they're back on Earth.
No, they're on the Halo ring, dog. What are you talking about? They're on the Halo ring.
They're on Earth.
No, they are on Earth. They said on the trailer.
Oh, they're on Earth?
Reinhardt.
Alex, what the fuck is this you posted, man?
Oh, say a word. I thought they're on the
Bro,
Halo
what
ring.
is this you posted, dog? That joint wild.
Wait, okay.
Wow.
What you talking about?
Alex
That
is
shit
awesome.
wild as fuck. Holy shit.
Is that Cuphead ass?
Now I gotta
That
show
artwork
it. Now I gotta
though.
show it.
You can't show that on screen,
Now I
man.
gotta show it.
What the fuck?
Now I gotta show it.
You can't show that on screen.
If
man.
you show
Alright,
them
yo,
on stream, it'll be
I'll put
age
the link.
restricted.
Okay, let me put the link. Let me put the link. Let me put the link.
I was on Twitter. No,
It's
I was
all
on
on your
Twitter.
Twitter, dude.
Hold
It's
on.
all
on
on
Twitter.
Twitter. No, just post it on your Twitter.
I'll put the link in the
You
chat.
can put that on screen. It's not that bad. I put worse on screen than that.
Man, somebody
And
trying
so
to play.
what happened was I scrolled past that and I was like, wow, I can't believe there's already Cuphead porn
Oh my
with the new
god.
DLC character. That's
Rule
kind of funny.
34, everything has it.
It was like quick.
Hey, shout out to Miss Chalice, man. Shout out to Miss Chalice.
Hey, Kofi, send me that sea bass donation.
No, not happening.
One thing nobody mentioned was the Tales of Vesperia remake was coming out.
Yo, that tells us.
Yeah, it's
No
coming
one,
out, yeah.
like, am I the only one that likes JRPGs here?
No, I've never played those games, but I ain't gonna lie. That Tales of Vesperia did look pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh man, most people say it's like the best one, but to hear it was coming to like Xbox, PS4, and Switch, I was like, what?
Yeah.
The thing,
Go ahead.
they had the Battletoads announcement. They didn't show any gameplay, but it's coming in early 2019, and I think that was needed. There was of course the Forza Horizon 4 looking gorgeous as always. And then the Gears thing, I had mixed reactions.
They also showed the Division 2 at Xbox.
Yeah, the Division got his
Division
first
2.
gameplay reveal.
They showed
at
a
Xbox.
lot of games, dog. They showed a lot.
And Shadow of the Tomb Raider as well.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Division 2 looked underwhelming. As somebody who beat
whatever.
it didn't look
Yeah.
any different.
Maybe they're actually showing real gameplay this time.
Yeah, you're right about it.
Yeah.
They need to go back to
All
line.
right, so
'cause
wrapping
that
it up,
shit
Kid
was
Smooth. This is Microsoft's best conference in a long time, right? I'm assuming that's what you feel like, right?
It was important. It was a really good conference. I don't know if it's the best because I've actually enjoyed some of the previous conferences that was 2014.
More than this one?
Not more than, but this one meant a lot because of the stuff that they had to do. The studios answering those weaknesses before in 2013, 2014, 2014, 2015, and 2016, those weaknesses weren't really present.
Oh, they were.
No, I didn't feel a drought in those years.
No.
I didn't feel a drought in those years.
The Xbox has always had a problem with exclusives.
They have.
That's why I've never bought one.
The only difference was on 360 is Gears and Halo around that time were still like popping. But now
there was better games back then.
Yeah. But now that they're not, now it sticks out like a sore thumb. Like, yo, y'all really ain't got no games to play.
I didn't feel that those years. The only time I felt like there was like any sort of game problem was in 2017 and this year. I didn't feel that in 2016.
Yeah, because you guys at 360, you was used to having the best looking multiplats, and as soon as that changed, all hell broke loose.
Y'all don't remember the year that Gears 3 came out? That was the only Xbox exclusive that launched, and people was making fun of it. But I think it outsold like every Sony exclusive, like damn near combined.
If you ain't got no other.
Yeah, exactly. They had one game that whole year. People making fun of that shit.
Huge though. Like at that time, Gears was huge,
pretty much,
really big.
No, because PlayStation exclusives, it changed with the PlayStation 4, but with the 3, at least the first 3 years, they did not
trash.
They didn't. No, they weren't. Look, Uncharted 1 was not trash, but it didn't.
No, I like Uncharted 1. The rest of it,
until Uncharted 2 was announced. I was
one of new IPs.
They even had Uncharted 1 before Uncharted 2 was announced.
That's true.
But
because hardly nobody was buying it, and they refused to drop the freaking price on it too.
Yeah. So Trey, you might as well
it was at like $1.5 million maybe before 2.
Go ahead and tell us your thoughts on Microsoft's conference while you're at it too, man.
Okay, Microsoft's conference was pretty much the best that they could have done with what they got. So that was the best. That was the best Microsoft E3 press conference there's ever been. But like I said before, I think it was still lacking a little bit on the exclusives, so they had to make it up with the third-party announcements that they paid for. But that's fine. That's all that they had to work with. And also, when I shared those thoughts, that was before I thought everybody else was going to blow them away, and they really didn't. Sony didn't blow them away, and neither did Nintendo. So looking back on it, their press conference was pretty damn good. It wasn't the best, but it was better than theirs.
Okay. Alex, want to close closing thoughts on Microsoft's conference, please?
I thought it was great. I would have liked to see a couple of exclusives, even if they were teaser trailers. I would have liked to see more about Halo Infinite, but I'm honestly betting that Infinite is not going to be a game. My bet is
it's going to be a next generation. Next
He's saying a service, like a service.
No, my bet is that Infinite is going to be a platform for Halo. So Infinite will be a service-based thing where you'll have something like Waypoint, and you'll be able to play your Halo games from there.
Oh, I get what you're talking about.
Nah, they already said it's going to continue, man.
Oh, because they was talking about
it. They said it was going to be a direct sequel to Halo 5.
I think what's going to happen is you're going to have to get into Halo Infinite to then play the sequel for Halo. I don't think it's going to be.
They already came out and said it's going to be a direct sequel to Halo 5.
No, but that could be the online component though. It could have a story mode, then the online component could be closer to what I like.
I think it's going to be a platform.
Why would they show a game engine trailer to a platform?
This is what I think, man.
Sense.
Yeah,
that's not show a menu.
Yeah, that's show a menu. That's his guess.
Because
I don't think
that's my guess.
That's his guess.
But hey, you know what? If I'm right, then
that's a bad guess.
It's a direct sequel. It's a direct sequel to Halo 5.
It can be both, though. That's the thing. It can be both.
What's the rumors that they're dropping the campaign first and the multiplayer second or some shit like that?
Yes.
I hope that's not true,
it might not be ready away.
I hope that's not true. Like, just drop both, dog. Like,
and it might be a next gen game.
That's trash. That's trash.
What if the campaign is like a 30-40 hour experience?
Still.
They still put on
40 hour.
Nah, I don't think that matters. You just, look, the game
that's a bad guess, Smooth. That's a real bad guess.
Nah, The game needs to
Y'all
come out
trying
with
to
both
outback
multiplayer
against each
campaign,
other.
man. They need to go back to the drawing board with that shit. They're unreleased unfinished games. Nah, fam.
Yeah,
Nah, we ain't saying that.
3-hour single player.
They need to come out with
first-person
both. They need to come out with both. All right,
Yeah, y'all allow Grand Theft Auto to do that shit.
we didn't allow that.
So
I thought
what?
that was try. I didn't even play GTA
You
Online.
allow
That's
what?
the funny thing. I haven't even played GTA Online.
But
alright,
even that wasn't that much of a gap. That shit was like a month, if that.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on and let's talk about PlayStation's conference.
Wait. So what did y'all think about the Sea of Thieves expansion?
Oh shit! I totally forgot
I'm
about
that
that
serious. Like, I'm not trolling.
They look like they actually added a story to Sea of Thieves this time around.
Yeah.
You know what I
Hey.
mean? That's what it looks like.
I got a question about.
Bring it up.
I got a question about Microsoft's conference. What do y'all think about them coming out at the end and teasing a next generation console?
Ooh.
Oh,
So when they did that,
I know why I was done.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
they
I know why they did.
And they
Well,
said
they
consoles.
said
the
They
conference.
said
They did
consoles
interviews
too with
after
an
the
S.
They said
No, when they were talking about the cloud technology, then they were saying they was working on the next
They
console.
said
and all
that because they mentioned the cloud. The thing is that every time people, all the rumors, people are like, oh, well, Xbox is getting out of the console business. They're going to do everything in the cloud, streaming and all that stuff. Because he had just mentioned talking about streaming,
Yeah.
your mobile phone and all this other stuff. They wanted to back it up to ensure, oh no, we are still doing consoles. That's it. It was just to clarify that they're not going to.
But what's up with the articles saying that
No, but
Microsoft's going to unveil a new console next year? What's up with the rumors with
They're
that?
coming out with
That's
another
just
console.
rumors and speculation.
No, it ain't rumors. They
Yeah.
said it's coming out.
Yeah, with a
They're
code
coming
name
out
and
No.
with another console.
They didn't say out of their mouth it's coming out in 2020. That's rumors and speculation.
That was Xbox Asia. Yeah, the dude from Xbox Asia said that.
Dude, they're coming out with a new system in the next 2 years.
I know
they're gonna launch right beside
Of course, they're
PS5.
coming out with them,
I
but
agree.
they didn't come out and say that though.
No, it ain't confirmed. Yeah, but we know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean,
Because we know they're gonna launch. They're gonna want to launch with PS5, the same time, just like this generation, right? You guys want to, you guys think PlayStation's gonna have like a year head start or some shit like that? I think they're gonna launch at the same time.
No, they'll let the PlayStation 5 come out a little sooner just because they just came out with the Xbox One X, but it's going to be very close to
What
that.
they need
Yeah,
to
this is
do
gonna be the
is
same year.
stop.
the
what
Xbox
they
One
have
X
to
is
do-
shit with a prototype of the Xbox too. So
Oh, now it's a
So
prototype.
now they're
Now it's a
prototype?
prototype.
yeah, it's a
All right.
prototype.
Y'all
Now
What
beta
they
it's
really
testing
have
now?
to do is,
It was
I really think
a full
Xbox.
console generation leap. Now it's just a prototype.
Now it's a
prototype
prototype.
of the new
That's what
console.
Xbox fans are saying now. Oh,
So wait,
shit, it's crazy.
so Smooth. What you're telling me is that the Xbox One X is the Wii U of the Xbox?
Ooh, that's what you said. That's what you're saying.
It's a
Smooth.
You said it's a
prototype.
I don't
prototype.
even count because
Because
the
the Wii U is a
Wii
prototype
U
of
is like
the
a
Switch.
10
Let's
times
be
leap.
real.
So no.
No,
You
it's
talking about the Wii U to the Switch?
because the thing is that I feel like on one end the Xbox One X could literally be a brand new console, but on the other it can't because the CPU is not too far from its predecessor or from the base.
They still got to do Jaguar for backwards compatibility.
Yeah, but I think this next one is going to be pretty interesting.
Oh,
I don't want to
boy.
talk too much
Do you
about
think-
it.
so
Kid,
here's
I got a
a-
question for
here's
you.
a
How do you
question.
feel
Here's-
about
here's
how
a
do you feel
question.
about buying a console every 2 years? What's up? How do you feel about that?
The same way I feel about buying an iPhone every year.
So now okay.
Okay.
So
Why
let
are you
me-
asking
I got a question for you too. So is PC gaming
Xboxes
still
every
too
year,
expensive
not
and
buying
shit like that? Is PC gaming still too expensive and you always have to
I don't-
upgrade and shit? And
I don't think PC gaming is too expensive. It's just the thing is I don't want to do it.
Kiss Move. How many Xboxes have you had? Kiss Move.
The same as many Xboxes as I had
Answer the
PlayStation.
question.
I had
How many Xboxes have you had? Kiss Move.
I had 6.
You bought 6 Xboxes?
God damn! Do they even got 6 games worth playing? Hold on, dog.
They don't even have 6
Xboxes.
exclusives. You bought
That's what I'm
6.
saying. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, hold on, Smooth. So
over the course of a lifetime, I bought 6 Xboxes and then I think about 5 or 6 PlayStations as well. So-
Why?
No.
Oh my
why?
god, that is.
Are you like
crazy.
selling the older
ones?
ones and then
That
getting new
is
ones?
crazy.
Yeah, I still don't got all of those. I mean, like special editions came out and all this other stuff. Yeah, so
Jesus! Oh my
are you?
god!
Oh my god.
This man, shit is
Crazy.
crazy.
Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, dog.
All right, yeah, let's move on to Sony's conference. Let's get into that because Sony's conference was definitely a little different. They said that they came out, I guess, pre-damage control and said it's going to be different than past E3s. They came out and announced the games that they're going to show off, and that's basically what they did. Jack,
What's up?
What did you think of Sony's conference, man? From beginning to end, what did you think?
Oh yeah, before I forget, let me not let this pass. Today is the 5-year anniversary of one of the greatest games of all time, The Last of Us. So happy birthday to that game. And speaking of that,
Wait,
what do I think about
Jack.
What's up? What's up?
It's also the 5-year anniversary of when I destroyed you, BG, and
Oh,
Hardy.
nah. Hey, Jeremy, we can run that back, Jeremy. We can run that back.
Yeah, I heard
Wait,
stories,
did Jeremy do
Jeremy.
it?
Yeah,
Did
Max
Jeremy
be telling
do
me
it
to
on
hit you
his
up
own?
for some training, dog. What's up?
It was his team versus them.
What's up, Jeremy?
I'm gonna put it like this. I want the reason we lost. But hey, man, Sony conference. Definitely. I want to start off by saying definitely horribly paced. If you were watching it at home, according to people that went, I cannot confirm this. They said they loved it. I don't know why you would love getting up from a fucking church and going across. I don't know. But they said they liked it. Watching it definitely ruined the excitement around the games. But the games that they displayed, goddamn, bro, this shit was insane. I ain't gonna talk too much about it, but Last of Us Part 2, y'all already know how I feel about The Last of Us. I ain't gonna even get into it. Looked fucking amazing. Want to shed a tear when I saw it. Can't wait to play that game. Spider-Man, I could damn near say the same thing. Looks fantastic. Definitely a day one cop. Ghost of Tsushima. It looked good. I'm still uncertain about the combat. Looked kind of stiff. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Beautiful game, though. Yeah, it looked kind of like Witcher. Death Stranding. I don't know how to describe Death Stranding.
But you know who doesn't know how to describe Death Stranding?
Who is that?
Kofi knows how to describe Death Stranding.
Oh man, we got to get Kofi for that then. But less games than I thought they were going to show. Shorter conference than I thought they was going to show. But overall, I would say it was still a solid showing for the PlayStation brand.
Jack, did you feel you feel some type of way when the whole kiss between Ellie and Pinocchio?
Call that woman Pinocchio, man. No, actually, I didn't, because when it was that chick off West where I started following on Twitter, and she was like, "Oh, I'm excited! I'm in The Last of Us Part 2." And as soon as she announced that, people I was like, "Damn, you probably playing Ellie's girlfriend." Shit, I think I had heard that, or thought that. I'm like, "Oh, she probably." And it turns out she actually is playing Ellie's girlfriend's Dina. So I didn't feel the type. I didn't feel the thing.
Like, I haven't played the DLC, but even I know in the DLC, Ellie's gay from the first game.
Yeah.
So what's the
She's
problem?
only gay because they made men to be fucking predators in the fucking game. But
What?
From the first one?
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
That was
This is the thing about Man in the
Riley
Last.
was her best friend. Like, that's like the only person she like really had that connection with at that time.
This is the thing about Men in The Last of Us, though. If you played the first game, you'll know that David said it himself. They really didn't keep women around long. Like, pretty much they would, kill them and eat them because they was cannibals and shit. So it wasn't really a lot of women in that universe to start off with, except for little girls. So that's what it was.
Yeah, that's another.
I haven't noticed that.
That's
I
another
haven't noticed that
debate to say if Ellie's really gay or not. I think that's a debate.
And
that's true. That's true too. That's true too.
There's so much thinking about that trailer because people were coming at me.
All I know is what they showed. That seemed like a spoiler to the whole story. Because if you pay attention to what they were saying that the theme of the game was about, and you watch that, like
about revenge and stuff like
that's
that.
what it's about.
Yeah.
And the some details leaked about the game. That church scene in the church is 4 years after The Last of Us. That gameplay 5 years after. So I'm thinking everybody in that church. I'm thinking everybody in that church got fucking clapped, dog. Like
Even if you could like
when they was first talking about the game, they said the game was about. Didn't they say it was about revenge?
Yeah, revenge. Yep.
Revenge.
And everybody assumed that she was getting revenge for Joel, but that ain't who she was.
Okay, so I got a question. Is Joel alive? I really hope
Joel is not dead, bro.
Yeah, he's alive.
I don't know if I heard wrong or what, but during when they were showing the footage when she was talking to
the Asian guy, right? He said,
homeboy.
Jesse.
Didn't he say something about your dad, your
old man?
Yeah, your old man.
Yeah.
So obviously he's referring to Joel at that point.
Yeah, he alive.
Yeah, he better be alive, man. But how do you guys feel about playing as Ellie the whole time? Is that confirmed? I think I seen like a. I don't know.
They said that.
The
They said Ellie is the only playable character, but I don't believe it. I don't believe
But didn't they say that about the first game too?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They just
Hopefully
don't-
play as Joel a little bit, play as little bit as everybody.
I think it's gonna be whoever that female character is, if it's Ellie's mom or something like that in that one trailer. I think you might play as
Joel is also gonna be like 59 years old in this game as well. So
Ain't no 59. He's like 50 tops.
no. Look. At the beginning,
he was 50.
Listen,
he was
bro,
like 50 in Last of Us.
Listen.
He was in his
Listen.
mid-40s in
no,
Last
no.
of Us.
Listen.
Okay, if he's
On the wait a minute. I know this. Listen, at the beginning of the game, it was his birthday. He turned 34 years old. They went 20 years in the future, which will make him 54 in the first game. This game is set 5 years later. He's gonna be 59 years old.
that nigga is gonna the DLC is gonna be him.
Jack got a point with the math because they did say 20 years, right? Then
And he was he turned
and
34.
and they were saying in the church was 4
Yeah.
years was 4 years. Plus, then the gameplay that we saw was 5 years. And that nigga old as shit.
Yeah, it's 29 years later.
Getting the senior discount at Denny's. That's
I think too with The Last of Us, what you're going to see is a very dark middle
I'm gonna have to
chapter.
play the game
Like
again.
if you look at any like set of trilogy or any set of movies, like Mass Effect is a great example. The middle chapter is the darkest chapter of that series, where everything just goes really bad. And I think what you're going to see, like Jack said, is everybody in that church is probably going to die. Joel may have to deal with some shit. Ellie will have to deal with a lot of revenge, but she's going to also fall quite a bit while trying to bring that revenge, because like the old proverb says, if you plan for revenge, plan to dig 2 graves. That's the whole idea. And I think that's what's going to happen in that storyline. But I didn't know about the men and the women in the first Last of Us. I didn't even really notice that until like you brought it up.
Yeah. So Alex, what do you think of the gameplay footage? Because during our live reaction, you had a lot to hear. You had a lot to say during your
Here's the deal.
thing.
Here's the deal.
So what do you think of the gameplay review?
Here's the deal. Here's the
CGI
deal.
or what? What's up?
Here's the deal. I am okay. So I'm not going to troll. I know I troll a lot of people all the time on Twitter, and it's really easy. You Sony ponies take all the bait all the time. It's not even fun anymore because you guys just get triggered all the time. So The Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, and Spider-Man, I thought looked great. I thought technically they did look very good. I am still skeptical about those 3 games, especially. Not so much Kojima's game Death Stranding, because he does weird shit and it's not really like a graphical powerhouse kind of a game. But I am still skeptical about those 3 games. Ghost of Tsushima, I'm the most skeptical about. Because that game and what they were displaying and what they were doing, most high-end PCs can't do that with PhysX. And we're doing that.
Oh gosh.
And we're doing that with a $300 box. I'm not even counting the PS4 Pro. But
The physics.
I will say though that if they do pull it off and they do make it happen, I'll be very impressed. What I would have really liked to see from The Last of Us. I would like to see from Naughty Dog Games. You guys remember the first Last of Us E3 conference?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The very first one?
Yeah. Shotgun to the face?
Yes.
That's what I want to fucking see. I want to see the developer with a fucking controller on the stage and he's blacked out.
I don't think no one does that anymore, though. I don't think we.
But
get
that's
this.
Yeah, that's
like,
kind of dead.
But for me especially, like if you really want to convince me that this is for real legit.
Wait. So
Then do that.
So you think the gameplay was scripted?
Yo, I have to send you
Yeah.
the link to this video of it's
I
kind
do.
of a highlight video.
The
You have to
gameplay is
watch it.
always scripted. Always. They
Yeah.
only show
No,
what
whoa,
they
whoa.
want to show you to sell
No.
their games, and that's
This is
fact.
this is where people is getting it mixed up though, right? Okay. Now, the demo is made specifically in a way to display the combat, but the combat is still gonna be dynamic. Like people are getting scripted mixed up with like scripted mean like you can't do it in the fucking game. You can do that, but dynamic means is you probably can do that, but at the same time, chances are it's not gonna happen like that for
Yeah.
years. You know what I'm
It
saying?
might not play out that way.
Exactly.
It'll play out
What-
different for every
but hold on.
person. Because
So there
real
was-
quick, Alex, there's one part
Go
where
ahead.
she was under the car and she shot the guy. Then the other guy pulled her out. Alex seen
Right,
that and
yeah.
thought that was like a whole scripted thing. But if you actually pay attention to all the indicators and like even the pulling out the thing, I didn't even bag. If you bag the indicator, there's actually a button.
Yeah.
Yeah, you press R1 to
press
pull that
to
out.
Right,
actually
yeah.
pull it out. So all this
So
stuff you gotta
there's-
pay attention. There was an indicator saying that the guy was aware.
behind her.
Was red, right?
Yeah.
It was an indicator. So
Yeah.
probably when that happens and it pulls it out, like all of this
You
shit
can
is like
add a
it's like that.
HUD to
It's like that.
anything on a video.
If
But the thing is,
also,
people
Trey,
are-
so you're saying that what do
But-
you think, Trey? Then
Look, this is what Alex, I guess, is trying to say.
Okay,
He's
speak
not
for me,
trying to
that's
say
fine.
that it was just straight up like straight up CG.
it's not.
But
CG.
what he's saying is that based on what he saw, he thinks that the AI and the animations and all of that, when we play the real game, might not actually perform the way they're displaying.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree with that.
I think. Look,
I'm
if
kinda-
anything, I think
but
this game
wait,
is
it
so
is
close to what
Naughty
is being
Dog.
displayed. Like,
It is
I
Naughty
will.
Dog.
So here's a couple of things that. So when I made that CGI to gameplay comment, I watched the 25-minute interview that Neil did with the other developer.
Oh, the panel talk.
Panel.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how they were working on new scripting sequences for animation that they're doing in the game. And I think that's what was throwing people off, is that I think they're doing a very good job. And honestly, I think this is probably what it's going to be, that they are in fact scripting a few things in that game to be gameplay when they really aren't, like a quick time event or things like that when you get grabbed or when you do a dodge, and that's why those animations look that specific way.
No.
I don't
yeah, but
think,
there's a
think
dedicated dodge mechanic confirmed.
No, wait a minute.
I think, look, okay, the only way this is going to be settled.
when I'm talking about the scripting, I'm talking about the
Look,
way that they're doing the animation itself.
No,
that's what I'm talking
listen,
about. I'm not saying it's a CG animation. I'm
The
saying
only
that the
way
way
this
they
is going to be
animate it.
settled is when that game comes out. When the game comes out, I want to see y'all perfectly recreate that.
No, wait. But it's
But
dynamic.
the thing is, the enemy might not be in the same spot. Like you can't.
This is what
not like that. I mean, there should be comparable animation.
I'm
something like
99%
get pulled
sure
out.
the game will pretty
Yeah.
much be what we just saw.
But
I'm 99% sure.
This is what Alex is. Well, I'm assuming this is what Alex is talking about. You're
Right,
talking
talk for me
about. No, listen. You know, games do real time. And The Last of Us Part 2 is probably gonna do real time cutscenes. They're not gonna have CGI cinematics. So when you're walking through the world and something contextually has to happen and the player has to be in a certain area, naturally they're gonna have to script that out. So like if Ellie gotta be. Yeah, like if it's a door and there's somebody hiding behind a door, naturally they're gonna have it scripted out that way.
What Alex needs to stop saying is CGI, because it's what Naughty Dog does with their games, and CGI is totally different things. You know what I mean?
Right, I was just saying that shit to say that shit. That wasn't even really any. I mean, I even made a troll post on Twitter about it. Right.
That's why this shit's so seamless from storytelling to like the gameplay segment, because they don't fucking use video.
They don't do CGI. They don't do CGI anymore.
They don't see. They do it. They do it in game.
He's using the wrong word.
Yeah,
Okay.
They're doing it in game, and they're using the engine itself.
He means in-engine pre-rendered, like kind of like what Resident Evil 4 does on the GameCube and stuff like that. That's what he means. It's still in-engine, but doing stuff that the game can't do in real time.
Look,
Yeah.
I don't know.
The
We just have
moral of
to
the
see-
story.
Go ahead, Gamer.
We'll just have to see when the game actually comes out. I mean, it's Naughty Dog. They're like one of the best developers in the world. So if anybody can do
Jeez,
that,
if Trey could admit
It's
that
them.
shit is crazy.
Absolutely, I totally
Alright.
agree. I really do think that Naughty Dog is a set of developers that can do it.
Definitely. 100%.
And I think that game, honestly, I think if The Last of Us 2 looks just like that,
Here we
with
go.
that lighting, those reflections, that foliage, all that
it's a
stuff,
day one cop.
that is that. I mean, I'm gonna have to pick it up.
wait, so the only way you're gonna, the only way you're
I'm
gonna
gonna have to pick it up.
I'm gonna have to pick it up.
The game's gonna be amazing. The only way you're gonna pick it up is if the graphics look like that. Like, come on.
So here's the thing. So some
I mean,
of
the
things
first
that I
Last
saw-
of Us looked amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like this was
but
like
you know-
natural
but you know-
progression to
but
like
here's the
Naughty
thing,
Dog
though.
games. That's why I'm not really saying like, oh, this cannot be done, because if you've been playing their games, like I have,
This
like,
is what they
Prey,
do.
Yeah, this is what they do,
Exactly,
like natural
exactly.
progression. You know what I mean? Like from Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, you just seen it get better
but
and
they-
better. Last of Us,
Like, bruh.
from Uncharted
It was
4,
nothing
the
close.
type of shit I
It
seen
was
in
nothing
Uncharted
close
4.
on that level.
Yeah. You know what I mean? The type of shit I've
Yeah.
seen, especially with the whole car sequence. I have never seen any shit like that in my life. This seems like natural progression for them. So I really think what we've seen is exactly what we're going to be getting, like, except for a few changes. You know, Final Cuts, some things change.
Yeah,
there's
pretty
always,
much,
there's
pretty
always
much.
like with the post I made today about Uncharted 4, right? You're gonna see some things get. What I think Naughty Dog is really great at is showing you a product and then delivering on a product that is 98% exactly what they showed. There are going to be
they're
some
really good at
cutbacks
that.
here and
Yeah,
there,
Yeah.
and they're very good at that, because I think what happened before
That 2% is CGI.
right? So I think what you're seeing though is what you're going to be scaled back is a lot of stuff like some of the lighting, some of the particle effects, stuff like that. Little things that you're not even really care about or notice, but unless you were like doing it side by side. So I think they're going to do the majority of it will look the same. I don't think it'll be as shiny as it was in the trailer, and I don't think it's going to be everything's going to be like that wet look that it had. You know what I mean?
I'm sure it's going to look fire because what they were working with last generation on the PS3 with The Last of Us, they got way more room to play with the PS4 and PS4 Pro, and the demo was shown on the PS4 Pro. So
that's my other thing. I'm wondering if maybe. So here's something that I was thinking about. What if this is not a PS4 game? What if it's a PS4 Pro to PS5 game?
No, they wouldn't do that.
They would never put a game on just the PS4 Pro and not PS4.
Yeah, they would.
I mean, this is what's called a thought. It's called a thought exercise, right?
If you think about what, like,
terrible thought.
Yeah, go ahead, Gabby. Go ahead.
No, by their own rules, they said you can't make a PlayStation.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No, you're right.
I think Gabby has something. Let her tune in or chime in.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say like Nintendo did that with Breath of the Wild, and it seemed to work well, like with the Switch. So why wouldn't PlayStation do the same thing? And seeing that it worked well.
So now that we're on this topic, what do you guys actually think The Last of Us will come out? Because after the trailer, we did not get a release here. I see some people going around saying. Some people are saying, this shit might be a 2020 game.
It's going to be one of the last games on the PlayStation.
Wait, before we start that, I just want to address some things in the chat. People are getting really upset at me for my opinion. First of all,
What else is new?
So first of all, as Dr. Trey would say, stand down.
Oh, shit.
Because I gave Last of Us props where they were deserved, and second of all, you are too sensitive as a Sony fanboy to think that if you're that sensitive about a game, in my opinion, I own the rent in your head. That's
y'all high step on that in the chat, man.
Number three,
the
last thing, people are saying that I want this game on PC. I would love it on PC to play it at 60 FPS like you never will.
Hey, high step on this man in the chat. Get this motherfucker. Get this guy. Get this guy.
Whoever don't want
All right, so release date. Jeremy, what do you think is coming out?
June 2019.
June 2019.
Because that's when the first Last was dropped in June. 2020. If this junk drops in 2020, that means they showed this game at what
2016
at PS. When did they show this at PSX or E3?
Yeah, PSX 2016.
2016. If we have to wait till 2020 for this game to come out, that'll probably mean.
Be surprised.
Nah, that's not typical Sony, Trey. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that.
Well,
actually, we ain't Microsoft fans.
Do you think another year of Last of Us and not having it release would be a good thing?
Last of Us,
you know what they
actually?
Last of Us will come out.
I think it needs to release 2019.
One of the last games on the system.
This is only the second E3 Last of Us has been.
Another remaster.
I'm saying June 2019, but actually now that I think about it, the first Last of Us dropped in 2013, and that was like right before PS4 was about to come out.
And it got delayed too.
It's gonna be one of
the first
last.
got delayed.
So it might be kind of one of those deals.
Yep. And then they're gonna release Then they're gonna release another higher end version on PlayStation 5.
Hey, we back with it. We gonna get that one too.
I don't think they can get away with that.
As long as that crap come free with the PlayStation 5, like it did with the 4, like I got, they're all good. When I bought a PlayStation 4, I got GTA 5 for free, and I got Last of Us Remastered for free.
All right, so moving on with Sony's conference, we'll start off with Gabby. What did you think of Ghost of Tsushima?
Ghost of Tsushima? Oh man, I actually really liked it. I'm just gonna wait and see if that game and The Last of Us 2 are actually gonna be that smooth and that pretty. I thought it kind of reminded me of Dark Souls a little bit, but it looked more cinematic and looked kind of like The Witcher, I guess.
If it's like The Witcher, I ain't getting it.
The second he pulled the katana out and he sat like that and they pulled apart, I was like, that's the fucking Witcher. That is pulled from it. Even the horse when he was going down the field, that's the Witcher.
Horse is exactly what made me think of The Witcher immediately.
Yeah.
Yep, you got Roach.
I thought Control was interesting. Resident Evil 2 was definitely like day one. Kingdom Hearts. Death Stranding, I'm really excited for just because, I don't know, I like Kojima because he does things that no one else does, and he's just weird.
And that's pretty much the show. And Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
I don't really care about superheroes. I'm gonna get hate in the
okay.
chat. Just
Tell me after seeing that gameplay.
because
Don't be trying to act like superhero
I
games
haven't
is all
seen
good.
any like Avengers movies. I've never seen Thor
Oh,
or
wow.
like
You ain't missing out on none.
Thor, okay. Thor, it's hit or miss. But Guardians of the Galaxy is really good.
Guardians of the
Captain America
Galaxy. I
Civil
really
War is
like,
really
and
good.
Deadpool. Everything else is like I didn't even see. Yeah, you know.
Not even Hunky McHunk Captain America.
Did you say hunky
No.
McHunk?
Just
That's a good looking. That's
All
a
right,
good
yo,
looking
so
man right
Jer-
there.
Whoa, okay, let's move
That's a
on.
good looking
Jeremy,
man right there.
Jeremy,
I'm not
so
gonna lie.
what would you do
Crazy.
to a man for an early copy?
What
of
the
Spider-Man?
hell? Where are you going with this?
Hold on, man.
Where
What
you
is this
going with this?
podcast?
What will you do to a man?
Cause this nigga always be wilding on Twitter. Always wilding, dog.
I mean, but that's
literally see
trolling.
you- I see you literally
that's
tweet the
trolling.
dev like you gonna like you
This
tweet the
ain't
dev some
trolling.
freaky shit, nigga. So what's up? What do you think of Spider-Man, Jeremy? What do you think of Spider-Man?
Look, that was the best game of the show. And as good as Last of Us was, let's be real. Even if you're not a fan of Spider-Man, that gameplay they showed, I didn't even want to see this game at E3 because I thought we saw too much. With the whole Game Informer coverage that that they did.
Mm-hmm.
When they showed this game, I kind of felt like, when like you're watching when like you see like a trailer for like a movie that like you really want to see and you feel like you're seeing like the whole movie in the trailer. I'm like, yo, I thought they showed too much because they were showing like all the villains. They were showing Electro, Scorpion, Vulture, Rhino. I'm like, what is this? The freaking Sinister Six?
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
That's
So
what I
like,
said.
but the gameplay was freaking amazing. Like all doubts for me of what Insomniac is doing with this game are done. Like when this junk comes out, that is a day one cop easily.
So what do you think
Yeah,
about the rest of
that's a
Sony's
game
conference,
that-
Jeremy? What do you think about the rest of it? Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranded.
I thought
2 days they showed.
I'm kind of with Gabby. I don't know, Ghost of Tsushima. Like I liked it, but I kind of need to see more of it because it's like, I mean, outside of like the graphics that I thought were amazing, I wasn't really. I mean, I thought it was a good showcase, but I wasn't like blown away. Like, yo, did you see this junk going on right now? So I thought it was cool, but I need to see more of that. Death Stranding. I mean, this is what our third time seeing it, I think, and I have more questions now, more so than ever before. But I mean, I like how it's, I like what Hideo's doing with it because it's creative and it's like, we're in like an era to where it seems like all these ideas are being done over and over again. So here comes a game like Death Stranding to where we haven't even really seen nothing like this before. So I respect what he's doing with it, but I just wish I could know more about the game.
Yeah.
RE2 remake, that junk was a rumor. I'm like, why do these Resident Evil fans keep on wanting remakes for these trash Resident Evil games? Sucker, after seeing RE2 remake, oh my god. And I think because of RE2 remake, and you got Dying Light 2, you got Last of Us, Overkill is working on like a Walking Dead game.
Yeah.
So the Days Gone might be DOA. Because and also that junk drops the same day as Anthem. It drops the same day as Metro Exodus.
And Crackdown 3.
And Crackdown 3. Late January, I think is Kingdom Hearts 3, the RE2 remake. Days Gone is coming out at a terrible time.
Low-key, all right, yeah. That game definitely needs to get delayed. Yeah.
Hey, did y'all see the E3 gameplay demo of Days Gone? They put the final game, the lighting system in the game. So
I didn't see it. So they updated it.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. Yeah,
I'm gonna check it out.
But yeah,
that game looks rough, man. I'm sorry.
So
indeed.
So yeah, all like all the stuff that they were showing look good. So I thought RE2 remake was actually one of the best games of the show. I'm like, yo, this junk really looks good.
Yeah, really impressive. Really impressive.
Control by Remedy. I thought that was pretty cool, actually. I
looked good.
I want to see more of that. Right. Even if you're not a fan of the game, every time they show Kingdom Hearts 3, my God, this junk looks amazing. Can't wait until that comes out. And then they showed Neo 2. That was pretty cool. If you played the first Neo,
hype.
Yeah, we're playing that.
I didn't get a chance to play the first Neo, but
you're
That's
missing
a
out,
crazy.
man.
This is a crazy thing because prior to this conference, I was on like talking with people and be like, "Yo, Sony needs to show some surprises, have surprises." It seemed like every PlayStation fan was against surprises this E3. Nah, man, all they gotta show is The Last of Us, and that's it. And and this.
No, they just said that because
That's because that's all they
You
care
know what I mean?
about.
So
is
it seemed like that was like the pre-damage control. As soon as like freaking Neo 2 gets announced and people are seeing that shit, where I wasn't the only one who got hyped. A lot of mans got hyped when they seen that because they enjoyed the very first Neo, man.
Nah, I wouldn't say it was damage because I would just say it's logical. Like, what other surprises could they come at?
I didn't.
right. And now after seeing how they like put out like all the stuff they were going to show this year beforehand, I thought that was actually smart of them to do this year, because if you really think about it, we've been seeing the same games at Sony's E3 since 2016.
Yeah,
like,
a lot of the same.
That's Last of Us, Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima. They are still essentially showing the same games, but we're now just seeing gameplay for them. So it's like, that's cool and all, but as far as like people that were trying to tune in to their like conference to see surprises, you didn't really get that outside of the RE2 remake and whatever else. But so that's why I thought Microsoft's conference was like was more entertaining to watch, because they like had stuff we didn't know about.
Yeah.
But
what do you think about the length? How did you feel about the length?
Yo, I thought the way and that's why I felt so short, because it's like normally they would like be taught like they'll show games and then like someone will like come out and talk for a while. These suckers legit was like here.
Except for The Last of Us, they had that brief intermission like for like fucking 15 minutes.
Which completely killed like the momentum.
Killed the pacing. It killed the pacing for me.
I know why they stopped doing that, because if you guys go look at the old conferences, whenever Phil was up there, it looked like he had like he had diarrhea or something. He was so they were like, nah, you know what? Just games back to back, because he looked like he needed some Pepto every time he was up there.
Let the games do the talking, man.
Yeah.
Facts.
Kid Smooth.
I saw Nexus say that in the chat, that's the best format, game after game.
Yeah.
I mean, to some extent, it's good to see that, because it's not ruining like the pace of the show. But the way Microsoft did it this year, with Phil Spencer talking like
have something good to say if you're gonna talk, though.
Well,
like,
they
have something good to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, have something good to say.
They did that the same exact format last year. They just showed better games this year.
This year wasn't too much talking. I feel like this year had less talking on Microsoft stage, to be honest.
They did it in 2014 too.
And when they opened their mouth to talk, they had something decent to hear. Like, you want to hear, okay, the studios, when they open their mouth, the streaming service, you know what I mean?
Right.
So when they did talk, it was actually something like worthwhile to listen to. A lot of times when these guys be on stage talking, it's just some bullshit, or some PR shit, dumb shit.
Right.
You guys remember back in the day where they used to talk about their sales numbers?
They used to be on stage and shit.
But that was
we
pure,
sold 50 million PS4 units. Thank you guys.
Like those back in the day was such
Like they was
fanboy
busting
fodder.
out with
It
graphs
was the
and
worst.
PowerPoints and all kinds of stuff.
Sony was infamous for that shit.
Yeah.
If you want to see it,
pie charts
actually,
and graphs.
so Giant Bomb, they do what's called game tapes, and they go back and they watch all the old conferences and stuff like that. And it like the old conferences back then,
They dragged.
those were boring as shit. There was like 5 minutes of game, and everything else was like, we made all this money while you guys sat here and defended us. Like, it was unbelievable. Like, it's even worse than it is now.
Because they had more. Well, now they have their store vendors and analysts sometimes at a whole separate. They have a whole private conference for them now, instead of having them with everybody else. So that's how they got rid of that. They still do that. They just don't do it for us.
Yeah.
They do it in private.
Kid Smooth, what do you think of PlayStation's conference, man? Were they a competition for Microsoft this year?
The conference itself, I didn't care for the conference, but the games they demoed, I thought they were all exceptional. No, I really enjoyed everything that they showed as far as those deep dives between The Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man. Death Stranding, I'm still not interested in, but The Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima just like kind of like, yo, they need to tell me when this game come out like ASAP. Otherwise, I did like Control. That's day one because I enjoy Quantum Break, and it looks like a spiritual successor to Quantum Break, regardless of what anybody tries to say.
So what's up with the whole expose? If you're looking for it to control, then you expose if you didn't like Quantum Break. What's up with that? Can you break that down for me real quick?
Yeah, I mean, I can understand people saying that because people would trash Quantum. Now, people saying, "Oh, I'm looking forward to Control," and we're not even looking at literally actual gameplay. We're looking at like a concept, and you can look at the first Quantum Break trailer, and you can look at that and like, oh, those are the same. But to be like, oh, Quantum Break was trash and shit like that, and then look at Control and be like, oh, I'm looking forward to it. I'm like, well, did you enjoy Quantum Break? No, but you're going to enjoy this. Everything, it's like they kept the same assets. Like everything looks the same except for the protagonist.
Hey, Smooth. They got a if you check PlayStation, well, I think other people they got a Control gameplay demo.
Yeah, they did show gameplay.
Yeah.
Oh, they got
gameplay demo.
I'm going based on showing.
Yes.
What is it like? Is it like Quantum Break?
It looks exactly like fucking Quantum Break. Look exactly. It really do. It really do.
When I first saw that shit, I was like, Quantum Break too? What the fuck?
Yeah, you can throw like
I'm gonna go
got
check
telekinesis now.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go watch.
And plus, Control is not exclusive to PS4.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's multiplayer.
I don't know. People was thinking that because it was on Sony stage. I'm like,
everyone
no,
thought
that.
That's the exact reason why Microsoft always pays money to show these games first on their stage, because some people think these games are exclusive just because they I remember back in the day I had an argument with somebody that was trying to tell me that PlayStation 3 didn't even get Call of Duty.
Nah, that shit happened to me last year with Assassin's Creed Origins, because Xbox I think had the marketing. And my dude was like, "Oh, I wanted to get that game, but it's only on Xbox." I'm like, "What the fuck is you talking about?"
Because the thing is, what you guys realize is this stuff hits the real casual market. This is not like for us. This is for people who like never look at video games because we're like entrenched in it, right?
You know, they were showing this shit on Disney XD.
Yep. On E3?
I don't know how.
Yeah, because Xbox conference was on Fuse TV.
Yeah, because IGN got a show on Disney XD, so they just showed the whole E3.
Yeah. Did they have a delay on that?
No, but they did censor the Last of Us section with the kiss and all that. They censored.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Yeah,
So
it went to them interviews.
Part where they like rip the dudes, they gut the dude. They didn't censor
I stopped looking at it. I think they might have censored like that whole section though. Like when they start kissing.
Got this like censored. That shit was wild.
They were showing all the other violent shit though. That's why I was tripping. Like,
all right, so finish up, Kiss. What do you think of Sony's conference?
I thought it was pretty good. I give it 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
But you give Microsoft Smooth.
I give Microsoft a 9 out of 10.
They go to Best Buy right there. They go to Best Buy.
Gabby, did you already go?
Yeah, she went.
So,
Yeah, I already did.
How about Trey?
Went.
Did you give us your thoughts?
I didn't go yet.
All right, so you want to give us your thoughts on Sony's conference?
Outside of the pacing, I thought it was good. If it wasn't for the pacing issues, I wish they would have showed more. Since they said they were going to focus on those 4 games, I wish they would have shown a little bit more footage of it. Or it seemed like it went quick. I went back and rewatched. It seemed like they only showed Last of Us for like 3 minutes, but it was like 11.
Yeah.
So I guess it just went fast.
That's because you were immersed. You were immersed in the experience.
Yeah, like Last of Us 2 looked amazing. Spider-Man looked amazing. I'm still confused on Death Stranding. I don't share everybody's.
I think everybody is, man.
I don't really share everybody's love for Ghost. I thought the graphics looked amazing, but that combat, especially compared to some of the other games, it looked clunky as hell to me. But
I think I'm the only
one.
one.
No, I mean,
I'm rocking with it too.
Bro,
the graphics were really good, but if you compare the gameplay and the animations, like the animations is kind of jerky and stuff. Like they need to work on that. There was a lot.
I haven't said that. This is crazy.
Go ahead. Some of the frame rate, like even Kingdom Hearts, if you saw in between the CGI when they showed the actual gameplay, there was a lot of frame rate issues in Kingdom Hearts.
I'm not the only one.
PlayStation conference, there was. I actually did notice some shit. Hopefully they polish that up. I think they even said it.
That could be why I got delayed.
I'm about to say something crazy, yo.
Yeah, everything that got delayed got frame rate issues. You know what that?
I got something crazy to say.
Go ahead, Jack.
What up?
I agree with Dr. Trey.
Oh snap! Smartest
what?
thing I said all year.
So I'm gonna turn Trollex back on real quick.
Oh no.
What is it with the hubris that Sony had of building a church for a gimmick for Last of Us to then walk everybody to the place where they're going to show all the other games?
Someone had actually called me stupid for not picking up on that. Apparently, that place.
Game.
Yeah,
it's in the game. Yeah,
it's in the game.
Like
Yeah,
that whole thing.
come on, man.
So I guess
fanboy ain't supposed to pick that up before y'all.
So
Yeah, that was the first
I
thing
guess
I
that's why they did it. But
That's why they
like,
did it.
but like to have that 10-minute intermission afterwards, it killed the pacing.
Yeah,
They should have just did the whole conference in there.
For them to build that,
honestly,
for them to build that whole damn thing, and for them to only be in there for 11 minutes.
Yeah, it was kind of silly.
ridiculous.
That part was, yeah, that thing was.
And I think
we all can agree that part
even
was
worse
stupid.
is that they did it for a gimmick, and then it was a church. So everybody in the Church of PlayStation is in a cult. And then
Lit.
all
Let's
y'all
go.
Sony guys be drinking that Sony water. Y'all about to jump in that
go.
spaceship.
So and the dude on the flute didn't help. They could have left him out.
That was Gustavo. He's
He's
composer.
actually
Yeah,
he's a real deal. Look, Trey, that is a real deal composer that is trained by like real deal.
Yeah, yeah,
Wait,
He needed to
wait.
compose himself
Wait,
in the
real
corner.
deal.
He talking about the Ghost of Tsushima.
talking about
Dude.
Ghost
Trace
of
talking
Tsushima.
about Ghost.
Now that we're on this topic, do y'all feel like Sony sometimes is too extra during E3?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
It is
Absolutely.
called
Way too extra.
hubris. It's hubris. It's
Because even
That
with
is
the
exactly
But sometimes,
2016 with the orchestra, like
yes,
that was
but
cool.
sometimes
but they
it
didn't
works.
keep going back to it. Like
No, hey, but
Sometimes
look,
it works.
Look,
No,
it's them. Honestly, it's them kind of copying Nintendo and falling flat in their face. They copied them with the orchestra. With this whole Last of Us thing, they're copying Zelda from that E3. Except that was cool. This was stupid.
Hey, did you see like the outside of like that church? They got like they recreated like a whole city block for Spider-Man, and they got the garden
go
for
for the-
Ghost of
for the-
Tsushima.
Were they supposed to go to different buildings for the rest of the conference, or was it just supposed to be
Nah, I think it was
the
just
Last of Us?
I thought they were, but no, that was just outside. Like I guess they walked them through all this shit. That's why it took so long to get to where they was trying to go. But they had like a whole crazy shit set up.
You didn't have to do any of that. They could have just shown The Last of Us with that scene in that arena, and it would have been
But
They
perfect.
should- yeah,
Yeah, they
but-
should have just stayed in
would've
the second
been
room. We all could have.
I agree.
And the
I agree.
conference would have been 30 minutes.
exactly, if they didn't do all
I
that
think the
stuff,
conference
it would have
would've
been
been better.
even shorter.
Yeah, it would have been short. Yeah, it would have been short as fuck. That's true too.
Yeah.
I'd rather that than
Yeah,
But
it's
last
better
year
so
it was
much
less than an
efficient.
hour.
Because not that Nintendo does these
No.
short ass directs. Like I'm kind of used to that time and the rapid fire announcements.
No.
I don't even really mind that.
You know what the problem was though?
I don't
The
like
pro-
Nintendo
what's up, Jack?
on them short directs either. Like
The problem is
people wait
no.
a whole
Alright.
year to watch this stuff, and then they bust out with 30 minutes. Like that's stupid.
No,
Go ahead,
I
Jack.
think the problem was the space in between the intermission. They didn't show no interest in fucking trailers.
Yeah,
So
they did
if they would
commercials.
have
They had commercials.
if they
like
would have
Call
just
of
filled it
Duty.
with trailers, we wouldn't have noticed. We would have
No,
been like,
they were
that.
showing them boring dudes from Sony talking and acting nervous.
Yeah, it was stupid. Like they were showing VR and Destiny. Nobody give a fuck about Destiny 2, man. Like come on,
like
bro.
I said, they're just literally showing commercials. Like they didn't even really show the games like that. They just showed commercials.
Yeah, exactly.
They didn't
Exactly.
think that through. I think
Yeah.
that was a last minute. Well, no,
Oh,
it
well,
could have been
I-
a last minute thing if they had to build that whole damn thing.
No,
Yeah, no,
I just thought about it too though. You know what I just thought about?
What?
They couldn't have shown nothing worth noting because the people that's supposed to be watching it was fucking walking to the other 10.
So
That's true.
so
That's true.
honestly, Jack, I was listening to a couple of podcasts and they were saying how they had to check on Twitter while they were walking through to see if anything was being announced as they were walking through.
Yeah, 'cause they didn't know.
Because
They
anything
didn't know.
happening is like they don't know.
Yeah, they
Like,
didn't know.
just
Yeah.
doing shit.
Yeah, that was dumb.
It just I don't know. It just felt really gimmicky and it felt really just stupid to do.
It was poorly planned. I'll say
It
that.
was very poorly planned. Yeah, you could have had they could have had a fantastic show, and it would have been 4 showstoppers back to back in the same thing, and it would have been a great conference.
All right, so let's
I think
quickly
it's
go
just
over
more-
Nintendo's. Then we'll wrap up.
Wait, Kofi.
Go ahead.
Before that, I had saw someone bring up in the chat like, what games were we disappointed that weren't shown? Like the
Ooh, that's a good
Avengers
question.
game,
Question.
That's a
the
question.
Avengers game,
Animal
Soul Calibur.
Crossing.
Facts.
Mortal Kombat
Yeah, all right,
11.
so let me go for this one first. I'm disappointed I didn't see the Avengers. I'm disappointed I didn't see Splinter Cell. I'm disappointed I didn't see Perfect Dark. I'm disappointed I didn't see this rumored Superman game that we've been hearing about for years. What else am I disappointed from Nintendo? I'm disappointed that we didn't see Metro Prime 4. I'm disappointed that we didn't see Animal Crossing.
Fact.
I'm disappointed we didn't see Bayonetta. I'm disappointed that we didn't get no.
Damn.
Yeah, he was mad.
Where's Retro's game too? Again,
Where's Pokemon
this question
2019?
so he
Gone.
could
You know what
get
I
in
mean?
on Nintendo.
Yo,
They could have teased Pokemon 19 too.
Nintendo's conference was a Smash event. That's it.
It was a
Yeah,
Smash
it was
Direct.
like 90%.
It was a
Smash
Smash
Direct.
Direct.
A couple surprises.
Which was kind of disappointing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, smashing friends.
Oh, yep. Didn't go offline.
Yes, it did.
Oh, what happened?
Came
Oh,
back.
no, it's back. It's back.
But you know what wasn't disappointing? Devolver's conference.
I agree with that.
That
I
was
caught
a
the
tail end.
fantastic
Did you,
conference.
hey, Alex, did you see they came out with their own version of cryptocurrency, but it don't have no value?
Loot
That shit was-
box coin.
Didn't that shit sell out or something like that?
Yeah. I was gonna buy one for the meme factor, but that bitch was $131, bro.
And that shit sold out. Wow. I wonder
Yeah, it
what
sold
else
out.
they had.
You know why, Jack? Because everybody bought one for the meme factor.
I know I wanted to get. When I saw that price, I was like, I can't do it, bro. I like memes like it. I can't do it, bro. That was
I
great.
can't do look memes. I love memes, but I can't do $100 worth of memes, right?
Exactly.
So
exactly.
what else? Did I forget anything that we didn't see?
Borderlands 3.
Borderlands 3 was also
PS4.
rumored. What else, Jeremy?
PS4. I don't know why people
Hey,
were
so
saying
calm.
it's coming.
That shit ain't coming.
I
That-
didn't.
dude,
I did not believe it for a second, but people were talking about it.
Isn't there a
honestly,
crowdfunding?
they-
Hold
that is-
on. Ain't
Look,
there a crowd like
look,
some kind of
SOCOM, you
crowdfunding
got a
game or
bullet in
something
the
for
chamber.
that?
Yeah, H
From the
hours.
developers that-
That game already came out. It was trash.
Yeah.
Wow, was that bad? Damn.
Yeah, people didn't like it.
Was that bad?
Yeah.
I guess so.
I don't get it. Sony is like in the position to make the SOCOM game that they need to make to have that one thing that will compete
Right.
with what everybody's missing, and that is
And that's
a
the
good
thing, like,
shooter.
SOCOM was their biggest online multiplayer on PS2. Like, I don't know if they don't think like people would want it, or they're not getting like enough people asking for it. But
Or,
how
what
how
if-
are you remaking all these?
Jeremy, what if
They
what if
remade-
they're
they
You
beating
remember
it?
there was the SOCOM on the PlayStation 3 and didn't do too hot.
Yeah.
So maybe they still.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they got hacked.
Well, that's because they
Yeah.
completely changed up the game style of it.
I heard it wasn't
But
that
you
good
gotta-
to begin
here's-
with, though. I heard it wasn't.
What
that
if-
good
what
to
if
begin
They got hacked the
keeping
same
that
week too.
in their back pocket to when if like shit goes bad, they'll be like, no, we got SOCOM. Like PS5 comes out, it doesn't do that great. Microsoft is doing well, and they're like,
with.
Wait,
Maybe they'll come out with another
what
one.
developer though? What developer would make
For
SOCOM?
SOCOM?
oh, I don't know.
Because they closed Zipper Interactive
Yeah,
down.
that development studio is no more.
Yeah, they don't exist.
Bluepoint
Yeah,
could do it.
I was about to say Bluepoint.
You know what? I got faith in Bluepoint to do anything, so I agree with that.
Yeah, they've done some really good work.
Hey,
They
them
ain't
dudes
even
are too-
updated.
Nah, somebody in the
on
chat, they got
Medieval.
it. They said Guerrilla Games could do it.
They probably
Oh,
could do
that's
it, too.
low
I
key.
can see
Low
that.
key.
They
I
probably
can see
could
that
do it,
too.
too.
Dude, it would.
I'd rather play that
a
over.
SOCOM that had good graphics. What?
Oh man, let's
Oh
go.
man, Trey, stand
so
down.
so let's get on to Nintendo real quick before we talk about who won. You know, talk about quickly our top games and get the hell out of here. But before we actually jump into the Nintendo, Bethesda, what do you guys think of Bethesda's conference? Just real quick, Jeremy. real
Trash.
No gameplay, trash. I mean, they show some.
No gameplay. Like,
Well, only for Fallout.
I mean, they showed some
And-
games.
Oh,
and
Rage
the
2,
fucking
Rage
Elder,
2.
and the Elder
They
Scrolls
show-
phone game. The phone.
They
game.
announced a lot of games that didn't have no gameplay.
They
Though.
announced a lot of bullshit. If you ask me, I actually think
Hey,
Bethesda
but at
was the
least-
worst
look.
conference in my personal opinion. Kids Move, what do you think?
Please buy unfinished game for full
Bethesda?
price again.
Yeah.
No, Bethesda.
hey,
I
at least
wasn't
their
feeling
conference
Bethesda's
was
show
entertaining. They didn't
at
show
all.
a lot.
Go ahead, Kids Move, real quick.
I said I wasn't feeling Bethesda's show at all.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was the worst one this year. Like real talk.
Worse than EA.
Worse than EA.
No, EA was
think
worse.
so.
EA was worse. EA was worse, dog.
It was
No,
bad. It was
Square
bad.
was the
dog.
worst.
It was bad.
Square Enix was the worst.
Yeah, I heard
Square Enix
Square.
was-
Was,
Square was bad
Why
too.
they calling
Square was
mini
bad.
I heard
too.
Square was garbage. But I ain't
Why
watching
were they
it.
calling Square Enix a press conference and it wasn't even a press conference? Like there was nobody there. Like,
They showed like 30 minutes of trailers.
Yeah.
no, I mean it was
Oh,
just.
so it's like
it wasn't a
Nintendo's
press
done.
I
Yeah.
guess they
pretty
didn't want
much.
to direct. They didn't want to get sued by Nintendo.
So any announcements that you guys liked? I guess the new Doom, right? I guess that's cool. And they finally
They did the Elder
confirmed-
Scrolls announcement.
Yeah, they confirmed Elder Scrolls. We didn't see shit. But
That was
They're
just
not even. They're
it's
not
in
making that
development.
game yet.
yeah,
Yeah,
They're not even
shut the
making
fuck
that
up.
And
Stop asking about
that's
it.
basically stop asking.
Yeah,
You
I
know
know.
what I mean? That it's coming because we all know Starfield, their new IP, which we also didn't see shit. is coming out first, and Elder Scrolls 6. They basically just confirmed, we have the game coming eventually.
Well, they said
and Starfield is a next gen game.
They said
and that's a next gen game, and so imagine for Elder Scrolls 6, bro. When are they gonna be working on that?
No, Elder Scrolls. They said it was pre-development.
Yeah, it ain't even getting beat.
That means it's some nigga drawing storyboard.
They also announced a new Wolfenstein, right? But they didn't show it either. They just showed the title. Like, I thought that conference was really bad. They started talking about Fallout Shelter again.
For a while though.
Yeah, they started talking about Fallout Shelter. They started talking about Elder Scrolls Legends or Blades or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, Blades.
Which is a mobile game. They started talking about another card game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I overall thought that
Blades is gonna come
trash, bro.
It didn't look too high, but Blades is gonna come to everything. They said.
Yeah,
it looked like it.
But you guys didn't like Andrew WK? I thought that was like your favorite part.
Yeah, and the whole band, like,
cool.
they didn't even show a game until like 20 minutes in the conference. They didn't even show any gameplay until 20 minutes in the conference.
Andrew WK ain't.
And then they started with Rage, which actually looks
that looked good.
Which looks pretty good. So to me, honestly, Bethesda conference was booty cheeks, and I'm not interested in Fallout. If you're a big Fallout fan, then kudos to you. But for me personally, I'm not really a big Fallout guy, so that conference was
76 looks honestly terrible to me. Just straight up, it looks like shit.
I don't know why that was funny. Oh man,
It just because you know I'm a big Fallout fan, Jack.
Yeah. All right, so real quick, Ubisoft, Jack.
You can move on.
Oh shit!
That shit was right. Ubisoft. I'll say this. I never played Beyond Good and Evil. Well, I played the demo. I'm looking forward to Beyond Good and Evil 2. It looks very interesting. It's a prequel. I'm gonna play the first one too because I got it on Steam. But that intrigued me. Other than that, what's up?
Speaking of games that ain't barely in development, that's one of them.
Yeah. It's looking kind of spooky on that.
I saw a few months. I was on LinkedIn, and I saw a few months ago. They were still looking for like a lead designer and stuff for the game. Like they like that game is not that like they worked on the engine.
Yeah,
but as far as the actual game development, like that game ain't coming out for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you see them asking like the community for music and art, like they. It
was like, make the game for us, please.
Gabby, what do you think of Ubisoft conference?
I don't know. Beyond Good and Evil 2, that's it.
That was it. Anyone care about Assassin's Creed Odyssey?
I do.
I didn't even see
Origins Creed is so damn trash, bro.
Come on, man. Kids move me on. Why you hype for Odyssey, man? It really looks like a reskin.
Partly because I love the Origins, and Odyssey's more like Origins than it is like the previous one. So it's by default. I couldn't get enough of Origins, so I'm happy about it. It looks good too.
I guess for how fast they put these damn things out, I guess you can't expect too much.
Smooth, I have a question for you.
They come out with Assassin's Creed almost every year.
I have a question for you.
What's that? Who's that?
Is your character gonna be a
female? You sounded like One Night.
No, Sam.
Wagwan.
You said what I'm gonna do with my character?
Are you gonna in Odyssey? Are you gonna be a female lesbian or what? What's the deal?
I'm interested in playing as the female because the guy looks generic, but I'm not doing no romancing at all.
I can see Smooth being a gay dude in Odyssey.
I can see it.
Why, Jack?
Are you gonna be? He said, "Are you going to be a female lesbian? How else can you be a lesbian?"
I can see Smooth doing a little gay guy.
No, I'm not.
Are you going to be a male lesbian?
I'm not with the fuckery.
Male lesbian.
What the fuck?
All right, what else? Square Enix. I'm winning this bet against Jack Johnny. They showed one game that I'm only interested in called Babylon Falls. Me and Jack Move have a bet going on. He says that Bayonetta 3 will be Platinum's last game they developed before they close down or get bought out. And hey, Babylon Falls is coming out, so it's looking like I'm so far gonna be leading.
Hey, when Nintendo buying Platinum, dog? We need to go and get that happening.
When? They ain't gonna buy Platinum. Platinum don't want to be bought.
Oh man.
They don't need to buy Platinum because Platinum's gonna make exclusive games for Nintendo anyway. Like it's one of those.
Since me and Jack watched the Square Enix conference together, Jack, what did you think of Tomb Raider?
Tomb Raider, like I said, it looks good. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely hyped for it. I'm definitely gonna get it day one. But it does look like glorified DLC. Hopefully I'm wrong. It don't like it got too many new mechanics or shit like that. But what's up?
Yeah.
What's up with the why is everybody hating on Tomb Raider nowadays?
I was just about to say, bro.
Go ahead, Jeremy.
If what they showed for Tomb Raider was in a Uncharted game, this man Jack would be going crazy.
Bro, okay, but Jeremy, no, listen. If you play, I know you play Rise of Tomb Raider, right?
Yeah, I thought Rise was
do it.
good.
I thought that was good too.
I know, I thought it was good too, but do it look any different though? Is what I'm saying.
I don't think
the
Jack
visuals
likes
took a
Tomb
hit.
Raider
It looks a
'cause
little
still
bit
got
worse.
that- Jack don't like Tomb Raider because it still got that Xbox exclusive juice still on it.
That's the reason.
Got that Xbox stank on it.
I'm hyped for it, man. It's something about this game that it's got my antennas up,
The
bro. I'm like,
graphics look weird. For some reason, Rise of the Tomb Raider looks like better than it. Like, have you guys?
No, I ain't gonna go that far.
Like, the graphics look weird to me.
So you guys are not ready to become the Tomb Raider for the third straight time?
Yeah, the third. Yeah, I know exactly.
I think the thing about Tomb Raider is they keep changing how her face looks.
Yeah.
No, she looked the same in this one though. She looked the same in this one from the last one.
This one ain't this being done by Eidos Montreal or some shit like that?
Yeah. Well, they made like half of the fucking last game. They made all the tubes.
Crystal Dynamics. They co-developed.
Well, they just put Crystal Dynamics
They did
name
the
on it.
last one last time. They was co-developed last time. It was always both of them.
No, but Crystal Dynamics don't have no involvement in this one though. They making that Avengers game right now.
And I think another issue with the Tomb Raider games is they don't really have any like memorable characters in it. Like there's like when you like think of the characters, it's just Lara Croft and who else?
Nobody. I don't remember nobody.
Yeah, Jonah bum ass. Like, come on, man.
Jonah.
They need like other like pieces in that game, I think. So
that's the thing. Like they ain't got no compelling characters, no compelling story. Like the gameplay is just
people just looking at Tomb Raider like, oh, not as good as Uncharted. Pass.
Yeah.
No,
but yeah, Uncharted would not be around without it.
I bet you if Uncharted never existed, people would be like, oh, Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah, if you had nothing to compare it to.
Yeah.
Because like gameplay wise, you could make a great argument that Tomb Raider is better than Uncharted.
Yeah, because there's so much mechanics in terms of like
gameplay wise. Yeah, you can make that.
Yeah. That's why I always found the games fun. Even the story it wasn't that good, but like the gameplay is just really fun to play. All right, so let's get on to this Nintendo because I ain't trying to keep everyone here for too long. Let's finish up. Dr. Trey, what do you think of Nintendo's E3 Direct this year?
I thought it was very disappointing.
Jeez, that's from the dark. I thought he was gonna damage control or some shit.
No, I mean because there's a lot of stuff that I thought they was gonna show and that they could have shown that they didn't show. Mm-hmm. Like you ever seen today, Panic Button just announced that they got a big a big port or whatever that they're supposed to announce next month. Mm-hmm. They could announce that this week. Like there's a bunch of stuff. Like and then there's games. I'm telling you guys, there's games coming to the system this year that they still didn't announce during E3. But
heard it here first.
I guess what we gotta take from that is these companies, they don't really give a damn about E3 as much as they did anymore because they got their own events.
Yeah, they don't
put their stuff at other events now, so they just space it out. E3 used to be where they put everything, and now they just put a couple things and say, we're there, and that's it. But could have been much better than what it was.
What were you expecting to be shown?
You didn't watch my video? No.
What did you, bro?
I was expecting some of the games I was expecting I can't say because they ain't been announced yet. But
come on, cuz.
That's how I stay getting the news, man, because I keep my mouth shut. Anyway, but I did expect to see at least a teaser of Prime or that Star Fox Racer or Bayonetta.
So that Star Fox Racer, you believe is real, Mr. LinkedIn, Abraham Lincoln?
No, not believe. It is real.
Oh,
that has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Abraham LinkedIn.
Oh, wow. You probably see the
Jeez,
you probably got the
you guys are vicious.
Hey, that's Retro Studios. Who is that?
That game is retro. That game is real.
That game is real.
I got my ear to the street. You saw how I warned Shokyo a month ago about the seat he was going to take.
About Ridley.
No, but there was much more that they could have done with that. It sucks because the only surprise really of the show, besides Mario Party, but I don't really care about that game. That freaking was it the
Damon X Machina?
Damon X Machina.
That game was hot. They should have shown that game for at least about 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, they should have showed it longer because that game actually.
Yeah, I saw some extended gameplay.
That's really, really, really good. And for them to show it for like a minute and a half,
That little,
with no real explanation at the beginning, and not talk about it after that. That was kind of jacked up.
Yeah, that game actually looks kind of promising. The frame rate looked a little spooky at some parts.
Like that's
but
like the
they
game.
polished
That
it
was
up.
one of the best. That was one of the. I mean, not the top, but that was one of the best surprises I saw during this E3.
Yeah.
Between that game and Resident Evil,
I like the art style, yeah.
remake and Last of Us 2, and Smash, of course. Smash looked excellent. They're lucky that Smash looks so good. Otherwise, that conference would have been trash.
Damn.
You heard it first from the doctor. Kid Smooth, this convinced you to buy a Switch or what? Your second
Nah,
You
Switch?
already got one.
I got one.
You got
Is
one?
it
You got your
close?
second one?
That's the second Switch.
This is your
That's the
second
second
one.
You
Switch.
good on it?
Traded in his Xbox One.
Does it convince you to keep that shit?
They
Nah,
convinced you
just
to
to
keep
give me
that-
a TV. I'm regretting that I rebought it.
How do you keep
Oh,
buying
shit.
it, bro? How do you keep buying it, bro? Couldn't go play
man,
on
I
it.
don't know, man.
Or you just want to
Like,
have it all
I'm
up?
playing Shaq Fu on it right now.
God damn.
And how is
That
it?
game sucks on everything. Like, play that.
Huh?
I didn't think that game's never
I
gonna
actually
come out.
have it because I bought Playgrounds on the Switch, right?
Yeah,
So I got
you
a free
did it. You
copy.
made
I got
that
I got a free copy of
I
it.
got Shaq Fu free because I got Playgrounds free.
Yeah, I got a free copy of Playgrounds, so I haven't even tried it out yet.
That game is. I played it for about 20 minutes. It's
trash, right? Big.
I mean, the writing is kind of funny, I guess, but the gameplay is like it's
I'm probably
worse.
not.
It's worse than the original Shaq Fu, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like Shaq Fu is Uncharted compared to.
Yo, so Jeremy,
Damn.
Jeremy, when you hopping on Switch Gang, or are you part of Switch Gang already? What's up? You got your Switch yet, or are you not even getting that shit?
Switch gang still exists.
nah, we dead.
Switch gang.
We
I
still
mean,
laughing.
kind of what I had tuned in to this conference because I was hoping to see more Metroid Prime 4, so they didn't show that. So I'm just like, really? There was no Bayonetta 3. Kind of what Trey said. If Smash didn't look so good, this kind of was a waste to watch.
Mhm.
But I do plan on getting a Switch. Maybe kind of. When does Smash come out?
December.
Probably might
Seven.
get one around that time.
Okay.
But
Well, I know how you
outside
can get
of
one
that-
for free.
Oh.
Make a bet with Kid Smooth. You
Oh
can-
shit! Yo, you don't know?
Smooth.
Yo, Kid Smooth's been
Hey, Smooth.
catching W's though. Like, lately.
Smooth. I bet $100. No.
They
I
got
bet.
the-
I bet
Switch costs more than
$300.
$100.
300.
There you
You have to beat me in 2K back to back.
Oh, can I get that bet?
He already also bond 60. Oh man.
That's the laugh I've been trying to hear.
I was wondering when that cough was gonna come.
Smooth. Do you accept my good black sir?
No.
Take that bet, bro.
Play me in live, and then once you beat me in live,
You gotta disrespect the Xbox brand, then he'll bet you.
I never deleted a game so fast off my PlayStation than live, man. That shit. Oh,
So you're saying it didn't live?
hell.
Yeah, Gabby,
Yeah.
what'd you think of the thing? Of
Well,
Nintendo show?
I didn't watch. I didn't really watch Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee, but I pre-ordered it. If that makes sense.
Okay.
I downloaded Fortnite like right away just because I wanted to see what it was like. It runs.
Yo, that was a huge
Oh.
key for Switch.
For the
to get
Switch,
that.
that's a big W. 2 million downloads. If you guys heard the news, 2 million
Yeah.
downloads.
It
on
runs
one
Yeah, I
day.
told- I
okay.
told- I
like,
told
play
you I
on
was
PC,
coming
so
last
it's
December,
like
y'all.
buttery.
Which game?
Does it run good, Gabby?
It's not bad.
It's okay.
Sounds all right.
It's not
Oh.
bad.
It's not
Gabby,
like
wait,
buttery
which-
like PC.
Which
but
game? I'm sorry.
Fortnite.
On Switch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It runs bad. I played it in handheld mode. It's actually pretty solid. 30 frames though.
Daemon X Machina looks good. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I guess, kind of disappointed me. And then other than that, I didn't really care for. Other than Octopath Traveler, but I already paid for my pre-order.
Mm-hmm. You know what? They didn't spend too much time. They did like a couple of rapid announcements. I felt like they should have spent some time on Dragon Ball. Like people didn't even see that shit. You know,
Yeah,
I
I
barely
didn't
missed
see
that.
it. I
just
I
heard
turned
about
my
it.
head and that shit
You know what?
was gone. I had to look past something else.
Supposedly they're gonna have some because I guess there's some like specific features or something for the Switch version, so they're supposed to have some kind of announcement or something.
Oh,
for
okay,
it.
so
But they
hopefully
should have been,
Okay.
especially with how good. Have you seen how good it looks on the Switch? It looks
Yeah,
Like,
I seen
almost the same.
some gameplay. Actually, looks pretty solid. I'm a double dip on that shit because I need to practice anyway.
Hey, oh, what did y'all think about that Fire Emblem?
Oh, being delayed.
Yep.
Being delayed.
Now, like I said before, all the games that got delayed got frame rate problems. If you saw that game, that frame rate was atrocious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did look bad.
It
But
was
it looked
bad.
pretty good, yo. It looked pretty good, yo.
Like
the
as soon as
models
I
and
saw that, I called that crap Fatal Frame 3 frame or
shit.
Fatal.
Oh shit.
Man,
All right, so okay, who won E3?
Fire Emblem.
Let's just get into the shit. Who won E3 this year?
Ooh.
EA.
Oh shit! Get out of here,
The gamers won E3. I hate when people say this shit.
Nah,
I fucking hate when people say. I hate when people say this shit, bro.
Yeah, let's indulge in the dumb shit. Who won
I'm
E3
going with
this year?
PlayStation.
J-Man, PlayStation won E3 this year?
PlayStation 1, yeah, because they showed
Look at
me the
Kiss
better,
Moon's
the
face
best
right now.
gameplay demos.
Kiss Moon.
Hey,
who-
how Microsoft win E3 when they weren't even the top searches was Nintendo and Sony?
Were they?
Oh,
Were they? Is that actually a
man.
fact or what?
Is that facts?
Is that a fact or what? Because I seen something else. I saw Microsoft had the most searches or some shit like that.
Was
So
that on a
when you say-
Microsoft
okay.
browser?
nah. Kiss Move, who won E3? It's kind of obvious.
Yeah,
Why are you even asking them?
Xbox won E3. It is what it is. They won. It doesn't change anything. I mean, damn. Nintendo and Sony can take an L at E3. It's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they won.
Jeremy, who won E3?
I agree with Smooth. I mean, if we're basing off of who had the best showcase, that was Microsoft.
But who had the better games, man?
Microsoft.
PlayStation did, but if we're looking at whose E3 was more entertaining to watch through and through, that was Microsoft.
Jack, what do you have to say about that? Who won E3?
I'm pretty much in agreement with everybody. Microsoft definitely had the best conference. I don't really think they could be argued. Best games, PlayStation. Pretty much cut and dry. Yeah.
Yeah. Gabby,
Basically, same. That's exactly the same.
you feel the same way? Microsoft won
Exactly
E3?
the same.
Somebody said Xbox had
Microsoft won.
CGI movies.
PlayStation won
That is never gonna be let down.
Alex,
That
who
is
had the,
never
who had
gonna
the
be let
best
down.
conference this year?
The CGI movies. That's who won the best conference. No, I'm gonna have to say Microsoft or the PC Gamer show. No, that's a lie.
No.
PC
Devolver.
Gamer.
Which
PC
one? Which
Gamer.
one,
I
Alex?
haven't
Which
watched
one?
that. Was it worth
No,
watching?
but for real, who won for real? Devolver.
Really?
I agree.
I
Okay, there you
I
go.
never watched that shit, so I can't.
You need to watch Devolver. Devolver won E3.
I don't
Trey.
even sound right saying
He just likes
Devolver
that
won
girl.
E3.
That sounds wrong, bro. That just sounds wrong. Trey, who won E3?
Microsoft had the best overall conference. I guess game wise, I'm gonna have to give the edge to Sony because Nintendo didn't show what they could. All they had to do was show with Smash. All they had to do was show that retro game. All they had to do was show the Prime 4, and that would have put it over the top for me. But they didn't. So, I guess Sony had a better showing of actual games this time.
Okay, and I personally think that, like most of people here, I think Microsoft actually had the better conference itself. Sony definitely had the better game demos of E3 period compared to any conference. They had the better game demos. The 4 games looked fantastic. And that's pretty much about it, yo. I don't know if I think.
What was y'all best games from E3 this
All
year?
right, so that's a great question.
Your top 5?
Let's just do shit.
Top
Oh, how
five,
many?
top 3, whatever.
That's gonna be hard as hell.
I got mine already.
All right, yo, Jamie, start us off if you already know.
All right, so my top 5 games for E3 are Devil May Cry 5. And I'm not going in order.
That's our wait. Is this in order or no particular order?
I can go in order. If I'm going in order, okay, I'm going Last of Us 2, Spider-Man, Devil May Cry 5, Ghost of Tsushima, and Dying Light.
Kid Smooth.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5. Ooh, okay. It'll be Gears 5.
Ew.
Yo, you're tweaking. Gears 5 look fire.
The Last of Us Part 2. Forza Horizon 4.
I got my
Anthem,
Halo Gears Reinforced.
and Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Okay, Gabby.
All right. I'm not gonna. This isn't in any specific order, but Devil May Cry 5, RE2. Honestly, the new Forza game. I really want to try that. Tales of Vesperia on the Switch, and probably Death Stranding.
Alex.
This is in specific order. It'll be Spider-Man, Last of Us 2, Devil May Cry 5. I'm gonna have to say, what was the other? That was 3, right?
Yeah.
Then it would be more than likely, fucking Christ, what else was there? Octopath, but we really didn't see much from that anyways, but I'm still hyped for it.
Demo's out right now.
And yeah, I got the other demo. And you know what? I'm not really that into it, but I kind of want to get into it. Smash.
There you go.
Smashed it.
Yeah.
That was probably like my number 6.
Trey.
Okay. Yeah, no specific order because I can decide if I was more excited for Last of Us or Smash. But Last of Us 2, Smash Brothers, Spider-Man. No, I'm sorry. Resident Evil 2 remake is way ahead of Spider-Man. Sorry about that. Resident Evil 2 remake, Spider-Man, and then that Damon X Machina game. That'd be my 5.
And for me personally, definitely this is no order. Last of Us 2, Super Smash Bros, Resident Evil, what else am I really looking forward to? This is hard because there's so much.
There's a lot of
Gears of War 5, fuck, Sariko, Shadows Die Twice.
Shit, I forgot about that one. God damn.
Sekiro.
Yeah.
And see, then I guess number 6, Devil May Cry 5. But it's like, yo, like
This
it's
man
really
was-
hard. It's a lot.
Number 6, still no Smash?
I said Smash. I already said Smash. That was like the second thing I said.
Yeah, I think he said that second.
Yeah, so there's just a lot of games to look forward to, like overall, man.
There are a ton of games to look forward to.
Forza
Yeah.
Horizon 4 looks fantastic. That's a day one.
So-
Jack, did you go?
No.
No.
All right, so go ahead, Jack.
I guess this is an order. Fuck it. Last was Part 2, Spider-Man, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Ori, Will of the Wisp, and I'm gonna go RE2 because I kind of think I might put that in the backlog. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it too quick, but I'm gonna put RE2 at 5.
Yeah, you
People
really
were
got a
asking
love-hate
me-
relationship with Tomb Raider, huh?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm hyped. I'm cautious, bro. I'm real cautious.
that
right now,
Xbox
man.
exclusive juice.
It might be. I don't know, man.
So people were asking in the chat, Alex,
No,
what about
because
doing
he
Cyberpunk?
was really mad when that was exclusive. When that
Yeah.
was, he was
Really? Yeah, Trey, remember that shit.
really mad.
So people were asking about, for me, for Doom and Cyberpunk. I didn't pick those two because
We haven't
they
really
were
seen
just
too much shit, right?
they were just teasers. So as excited as I am for both of those games, I want to pick games that I know are gonna be doing some real shit real soon. So that's why I picked those 5.
No CGI
and yes, there
games.
were 2 Sony games in that list, y'all.
Cyberpunk, apparently, if you were there, they had like a minute
They
demo.
did.
Of it.
And
Yeah,
apparently,
45.
from what I heard, it was crazy good.
Yeah, apparently it looks amazing.
Why is it? It's not on the internet. We can't find it.
Nah,
No,
it was only
well-
for press.
All behind closed
What-
doors by press.
Those type of things they have embargo, so it could be uploaded anytime between like next week and like a month from now. Eventually,
Yeah.
they're gonna upload it. So
Yeah.
It'll be
Don't worry,
released
I'll find
soon.
it on
Also,
LinkedIn.
I want to mention Neo 2. I'm really looking forward to that in 2019.
Oh,
We didn't
absolutely.
see anything, but yeah, yo. So that's pretty much our show. I got
You skipped me, Kofi, my good sir.
Die. I thought you won already. All right, go ahead, gamer man.
I'm the one that brought up the topic, sucker.
Oh, so that's what you're talking. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Get my bad, gamer. Yo, go ahead.
All right, so going from 5 to 1. Number 5, Dying Light 2.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, Jump Force. I'm sorry.
Really?
Just look, I'm sorry. That jump.
that's wild. That's
It looked
wild.
crazy to me. Jump Force.
Dog, you know
I gotta
the
see more
last
gameplay for that.
J-Stars game was trash. You remember? You know that, right?
I
They got
heard
gameplay too. I think Jump Force got gameplay.
it does have
Yeah,
gameplay. The
yeah, it got gameplay.
Boy,
It
got
I see
gameplay.
Soldier Boy playing that shit.
It looks good, bro.
Not gamers so wrong.
Number 3, the RE2 remake, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that game was
Great.
crazy.
That looks good.
Number 2, The Last of Us, bro. And number 1, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, easy.
Nah.
Yeah, but the
easy
thing is,
one.
Jeremy, Jump
said
Force
number
was all
2 twice.
CGI. You don't want to play that.
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
No, it
man.
wasn't.
They
I'm
showed
teasing.
they showed actual gameplay, Alex.
I'm just trolling.
Y'all don't know the joke by now, man.
Yeah, I don't know the joke.
I gotta hang around, Alex.
Y'all gotta know the joke, man.
Spider-Man might have been CGI.
I'm King Troll, Jeremy. Yo, when are we gonna go to the gym? Get you swole as fuck, Jeremy. What's up?
I mean, what's up?
What's up, man? I gotta drive.
Hey, y'all flirting on the podcast? Come on, man.
We flirt every time we come down together. You know.
Oh
me.
man, we out.
Ebony and Ivory, always.
I said Ebony and Ivory.
that the
You don't
last
cut it out. All right, so I got a couple of donations before I have to read before I get out of here. Little Tortilla man, he says the Lost Legacy was better than Tomb Raider. What do you think?
Ooh.
Wait, what did he say?
The Lost Legacy was better than Tomb Raider.
Low key, Lost Legacy was better than Uncharted 4, but we ain't gonna talk about
Nah,
it.
I disagree.
Facts.
I disagree.
You know what?
Big time.
Facts.
Big time.
Tell
Nah.
me, Uncharted 4 got kicked by the story.
It had better
Bro.
puzzles.
Better.
That's an argument that could be made.
Pacing,
That's
the setting,
argument
all that shit's better.
I don't like the wide open
They said
areas in
They
Uncharted.
intentionally made the puzzles better.
Oh yeah, the puzzles was definitely much.
Yeah, indeed.
Uncharted 4 was a driving simulator. We did.
Y'all are tweaking.
Hey,
Uncharted
I'm
4 is
lying.
the best one.
I'm lying.
No,
The best
let me
one.
ask Jeremy
I'm
something.
lying.
The best
Uncharted 4
one.
is not better than 2. No, it's not.
Hey,
Not
it's
even
not.
not even close.
It got a better
Four-
story. It got a better story.
4 is
No,
the
it doesn't.
best one. Period.
I wouldn't even
I think it do.
No.
Nah,
I think 4 got a better. 2 got better gameplay. I think 4 got a better
better
story.
than 2 at is graphics.
Nah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah. A1 Knowledge says, I said the same thing on the first Last of Us trailer and was proven wrong. So I guess this was referring to Alex
to
and
me.
the CGI. So
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
proven wrong. Steve
I
Killer.
honestly, like I said, I
up?
really hope I'm proven
Hey,
wrong.
hold
I
on.
really
It says
hope
your
I'm
stream
wrong.
is offline, guy.
just
Again?
refresh, y'all. Should come
What
back.
happened?
Yeah.
I don't
You
know
good, you
what's
good.
going
That keep
on.
on
Stream,
All right.
stay going off.
I don't even know what the hell's going on right now. Steve
That
Killer,
Canadian
Death
internet down.
Stranding is a walking simulator. Watch.
Ooh.
I think the game will have combat because I did see a gun in the game, but we just need to
Hold on,
see
I need to link y'all a picture. Oh no, what's his name?
Kojima said that like what he say? He said something about like the game the combat is there, but he said like it's not something that he would suggest you play it.
Did anybody else freak out?
Oh,
when
really?
you saw?
Some shit like
Is it a stealth game?
Yeah.
no, but he's saying like it's better
Watch
played
that
against if you stealth it.
Hey, here y'all go. This what Death Stranding is in the picture.
Watch
Can you put it in Discord?
Where you
watch
put
that joint. And
FedEx the game.
That's Death Stranding in the picture.
Yo, did
dog.
you see when he was carrying like a dead body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what about like the little
I'm
maggot
curious.
that
I'm
girl
so
ate?
I'm
Like
so
that was
curious
weird
to see
too,
what it
right?
is, man.
watch that joint be like a Firewatch. Like it's more about the experience than the gameplay.
Watch.
I'll be really
That
upset.
game,
be
that
pissed. It
game
better
got
have some
so
solid
many
gameplay.
that game got so many secrets. Y'all gonna open the box up and it's gonna be an Xbox game inside.
Oh shit.
It says Kojima explained through his translator, and of course, the goal of the game is not fighting with your enemies and defeating the enemies. The goal of this game is to reconnect the world. A lot of people out there are interested in shooters, and people can do that in this game. However, I would not recommend that. And through playing the game, people would realize that this is not the ideal option.
Yo, what game
they
is he
will
trying
have
to
that.
make?
It's gonna be a walking sim,
It's a whole new genre,
Oh, boy.
It's-
Mind fuck the game.
delivery sim.
dude. I don't know
It's
what
FedEx,
he's doing.
FedEx the game, bro.
Yo, I don't know what that guy's
Let's be
doing.
honest.
Nails
but
on
I
bath
want to
salts,
see
bro.
it because it's.
Let's be
crazy.
honest. Only Sony would fund this.
Unless it's a stealth. I mean,
Indeed.
And this
Indeed.
is gonna do crazy numbers too, since it has
Yeah.
another
Yeah,
game
because
on
it's
it,
gonna be
right?
his first like game after Metal Gear.
Yeah,
People gonna buy it regardless.
yeah. A lot
I
of
don't know,
people are.
but-
Shit, I'm buying
that game
shit.
officially off my radar though. That shit is.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that shit. No. I'm good.
I'm still looking forward to it. Until
I mean,
I like.
I'm
I
a
have
wait.
feeling
I like
he's
the
gonna-
fact that
I'm
it's
gonna wait a
an
little bit.
original
He's
idea.
not really. I have a
What'd you
feeling the game. I have a feeling he's gonna deliver.
It's original, so
I think it's
I'm
gonna be a
for
good.
it.
I have a feeling it's gonna be a good game, man. We'll see. But that's just funny as hell. Yo, shout out to the donation. Seba says gamer here. Shit is lit. Okay, thank you. Black
gonna be
Metal
one of them
Gamer
games
says,
you
what
can even
Nintendo
finish.
games were you hoping were showing at E3? I think we pretty much answered that, but I'll quickly go over. Metroid Prime, Bayonetta, Star Fox, the racing game. That's like Diddy Kong Racing, apparently. What else was that? The Yoshi
2019
game. What the hell was the
Pokemon.
Yoshi game? It wasn't
Yoshi
shown.
game.
freaking Animal Crossing. Those are the games that I was looking forward to at least.
Funny thing, I was trolling that they was gonna show another JPEG for Metroid, and they ain't show that.
They didn't even show nothing, bro.
They didn't show it at all. Yeah, it was kind of shitty.
The Ravenflow, thanks for the donation. She says Kate's backstory is the only relevant story now. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Gears 5.
For Gears 5, yeah.
Well, if you beat 4, yeah. You would know.
Yeah. All right, so that's it, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in to Press Start Podcast this week. You know, E3 has been pretty good. A lot of people are saying this is a bad E3, but overall, I thought this E3 wasn't that bad. What do you guys think, real quick?
Especially if you have all platforms,
Yeah,
I think, like, looking back, that shit was great.
Yeah.
Someone who
I thought it was better than last year's.
Yeah.
I think it was better than last year. Yeah.
Like someone like me and like a few guys in here who game on like multiple platforms, like this is a W. There's a lot of games to look forward to. So I thought this E3 wasn't that bad overall. So we're gonna go ahead and do the outros. Before that, you can find Press Our Podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes. Check out our Patreon. We're doing our big June giveaway next podcast. So if you want to check that out, the link is in the description. We're giving away a game, controller, and a pair of Astros. So you can
one person, one winner.
Just
one
person, yeah.
One.
So you can check that out. We're gonna go ahead and start off with our guests.
Wait,
start off with what's up,
Kofi? Is Jack a part of y'all Patreon?
Yeah.
Fall back.
Fall back.
Nothing.
Hey man, you gotta talk about that later, man.
Oh boy.
Kofi promised me his share to come on here tonight.
Oh, get out of here, bro.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
Y'all can split up Erica's because she ain't here.
Oh yeah. Erica's getting docked. You know what I mean? I say I have no docking room, but she might get docked out here. Shit is crazy. I'm about to give that.
Dock City. Oh.
Hey, Jeremy, go ahead and do your outro, bro.
Yo, had a good time talking E3 with you guys. Chat, thanks for coming through. Hope y'all have a good rest of y'all night.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Jerry. Always a pleasure. Gabby, finally made it. Stood us up last time, but you here.
I'm here. I'm back. Thank you guys so much for having me back. It's been fun talking about games, and I hope to be back on eventually again.
Definitely.
And you can find me at twitch.tv/Gabme mostly, and I'm sure he'll link it all down below. So
yeah,
she's playing Resident Evil 4. Go watch it.
I'm so bad.
Kid Smooth.
Hey, thanks for having me again. Good talk. Good to have some type of W some way. Xbox in this. But nah, thanks for having me. Check out the channel, please. Trying to push for 10K. And check out the Undead Labs interview I just did with Playing Xbox did a interview with Undead Labs and talked about State of Decay too. So if you missed it, please check it out.
Good stuff, Smooth. Good stuff.
Thanks.
All right, yeah. Big shout out to Kid Smooth. Yeah, that interview was great. He did an interview with Undead Labs, so y'all definitely go check that out. And Dr. Trey.
Well, I ain't got nothing to advertise, but
your channel.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me on. You guys
appreciate. Thanks for
put the link to my channel in the description, but judging by the chat, y'all hate niggas already know who I am. So, yeah, I guess I'll see you next time.
All right, and our panel, Jack.
Appreciate everybody for watching, man. Shout out to the guests. Shout out to Erica. Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all watching. Oh yeah. YouTube and Twitter because Twitch banned my motherfucking ass.
You banned on Twitch?
I'm banned until November at least, man.
Long story, man.
I gotta do a bid, man. But hey, appreciate y'all for watching though, man.
Alex.
Everybody, thank you for supporting the villain of video games and coming out and
Is this what you're called? Is this what you call yourself?
I am.
This is the first time I'm hearing this shit. This is the first time.
Video game.
Everybody else calls me that, so I might as well go. Look, next week I will be all CGI, and you get to enjoy what I get to do with Maya. But for real, thanks everybody for coming out and watching. Thank you for Jeremy, Gabby, Smooth, and Trey for being here. We had a podcast where nobody yelled at everybody, which was pretty amazing. Had a good time. So
them trade jokes in the beginning had me rolling, man. Holy, that's a crazy out here.
Oh yeah, Smooth didn't get triggered today. I'm saying, oh man.
Thank you everybody for coming by and watching. I will continue to always troll and always be trolling. So check me out on Twitter. I don't know, it's Alex. And my streams always go left and are very suspect. So watch me out on Twitch and YouTube as well. See you guys there.
J-Main.
Oh, Alex, 3 more episodes to 69 too.
Oh, don't tell me that, bro. Don't tell me that, bro.
Appreciate y'all rocking. What the fuck?
Speaking of suspects,
Not during my outro, man. Not during my outro. Let me start. Appreciate y'all. Come on. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us today. Good episode. Appreciate. Come on, man.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Let him do his outro, man.
Appreciate y'all rocking with us. Definitely appreciate y'all for checking out our E3 content. I did cross 1K subs, so I appreciate y'all.
Let's go.
Congrats.
Yeah, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. Almost lost my damn live stream privileges, but I got them back.
You got it back?
Yeah.
Oh, real shit? Okay, nice.
Ubisoft was tripping. Yeah, Ubisoft was tripping. I got them back, and yeah. Shout out to the guests. Shout out to y'all in the chat, and we'll see y'all next week, man.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for coming by once again. Thanks for watching live, and we'll see you guys next week. Take it easy, people, before the shit crash again, man.
Peace out.